Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's good so far.
Hello.
Hey! How's it going?
I am doing well. Just gonna
Cool.
tidy up my room while we wait for the others.
Alright. You have to do my setup a little bit so I have a bit of a cleaner background and actually an area for my dice tower now.
Nice.
I've also been working on making a little like dice or a little chest mimic for my dice.
Ooh. That is something I've been thinking about making. I don't use my 3D printer often enough.
Makes sense. I got some hinges down and unfortunately I was a bit stupid and decided to print it without testing the hinges for the bigger one. And so I have hinges that will work, but they didn't print as I hoped. So I had to make do with melting some extra filament in between the spots of the hinges.
Oh goodness.
And it takes like 12 hours.
Yeah. The thing is, I want to be like in my room when it's printing
Mhm.
because it'll often just get stuck if I don't watch it.
I know what you mean.
I used to have it going whenever I was like, I'd leave,
Mhm.
like to go to work or whatever, so it'd be going, and so something would be done whenever I got back. But I've had it called too many times where I ended up getting like half done because it ran out of filament.
Oh, can you not resume it?
Um, it took me a while to figure out how to do that, and sometimes it's just stupid.
Sounds
So I
about
have
right.
like literally the cheapest 3D printer there is.
Oh,
So
yeah, that doesn't help things.
yeah. It's like, at least I have a 3D printer, but it's literally the cheapest, so it's not gonna do all the fancy stuff that normal ones will do.
Makes sense. Yeah, mine occasionally mess up, and I have no idea why. It's also doing this other thing that's messing up, and I don't know why, but I can just override it by putting it on like raft adhesion mode.
Yeah, technology. I'll be right.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back, even though you can't see me.
Cool.
I'll put some cups away. Ow.
Surprised more people aren't here.
Yeah. I have to start texting them.
What do you use to design your 3D prints?
Usually I don't design them necessarily myself. I usually find something off of like Thingiverse or whatever.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
One that
if I want to make edits, I'll throw it in Blender. But
makes sense.
Jenna.
Blender is fun to work with. Well, can be. Can also be a huge pain. But yeah.
I have like 5 other things I'm constantly doing with my free time, so I haven't gotten around to learning it yet.
Makes sense. One that I found that's way easier to learn and even has a tutorial with it is Tinkercad.
I'll write that down.
It's made specifically for 3D designing. And also like a few other things which you can also learn on it.
My Bree's working again tonight, so she's gonna be late, but
okay.
That's okay. Olivia should be hopping on soon.
Cool.
I gotta get some stuff around and then I'll be ready.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm over here cleaning my room.
Yeah, so looking at it, there's like 3 different ways of designing stuff. One is just like you place blocks, you add more blocks, and then you can remove blocks with certain stuff, all that sort of thing.
That's great.
And then the other one is for circuits, which neither of us I don't think need. And then the third one is code block, which is essentially same as the first, but instead of doing it manually, you use it with code instead. Which can be a bit neater for larger stuff, but it's also a bit of a bigger learning hurdle.
Yeah.
So I just haven't bothered with that yet. What?
When I would make models for my Minecraft mod, I was like, I tried doing Jason, but I always had to use Blockbench to make them.
Yeah.
Wow! Olivia! Wow, you guys came in like right after. That's perfect.
Hi. Sorry, my little brain just got.
Hey! Finally get to like see you on an equal playing field.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Your
But.
full screen.
This is Tracy.
Try. I was trying to figure out who that was.
Hello.
Hello, brother of mine. Brother of mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
He's just chilling on the bed.
Like a villain.
Yes. Bill.
Why
Big.
can't I give Trey?
What?
That is
I
Trey.
just. What the fudge?
Yeah, she's confused how I'm here.
This is Trey.
Trey, what are you doing there? Is it? I'm
Well, he's
sorry.
making college there, so that's why he's
Yeah.
there out this
I
weekend.
enrolled in my classes today.
Oh, have fun. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I'm dumb, okay.
Can I leave you out your window?
This window is open. This window does, but this is Fisher Trumpet, so.
Okay. Oh.
The question is, are you gonna keep your own room when Trey comes up, or are you gonna?
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said the question is, when Trey comes up there, is Joel gonna keep his own room, or is he gonna room with you?
Why would he room with me? That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Trey and I have roomed together for like 16
No,
years.
but
at
honestly,
least.
it probably be better than
15 years?
having a random roommate, honestly.
Maybe. I mean, having a roommate's.
Room with
good for you.
Bretta if he had come to Johnson. Well,
Johnson.
if like
John.
if
Look, I'm
what
dead.
happened anything for you guys happened from Marissa and I would have been like, you want a room together.
Yeah, I know. Trey and I have developed more respect for each other over the years I've been gone. But,
that always happens, Trey.
Yeah. But, yeah, no.
I'm back.
It's probably good to, like, be in a room with somebody who's not your family, because then you can't be as mean to them. You know, you can't be as rude. Because Trey and I can be rude to each other, because we're family. And it doesn't, you know? But you can't be rude to a random person.
I mean, we could, but then you're just a terrible person.
Yeah. Maybe a terrible person with family.
Because family.
So I have a lot of newspaper in my room, and I have 3 Menards ads. Why? Why is there
They
3
grave
Menards
money
ads?
at Menard.
I have fun accessories this time. I have like a hand chain
Oh, bro, that's freaking awesome.
and also clip-on earrings.
A
But-
panja bracelet. Or panji bracelet.
Love it, dude.
Fun.
Hello.
One of the characters in my story had one of those, and so I had to find out the freaking name for it.
This thing?
I just want to see what I made the other day, but I haven't had the opportunity to eat yet.
Yes. Cherry tart.
Blackberry cobbler.
Okay, I
Close
first
enough.
saw that, and I'm like, that looks like D&D terrain. What the frick is it? Clearly wrong. I clearly have D&D on the brain.
That's
Guys, I
pretty
actually prepared for this session. So
Yeah.
let's see how we're gonna get it.
And a lot of this is
Yeah, I'm playing the game right now.
that's true.
Okay, what does Buddy need me for?
The only people that I know of are in the mini.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I don't know. Figuring out something because I haven't had supper yet.
Right.
Mother,
Are you guys about your
trying to
character?
set me- You and Brother Bud are trying to set me up with his nephew.
What?
You want some?
Alright, does everyone have their D&D character sheets ready?
No. I literally just told you what I'm doing.
I know, I meant everyone else, Jenna.
Oh.
Make sure everybody else is ready so that when you're ready, we can start.
Can I be Lucy? No.
Who said that? Who said that?
That was my mom.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna leave that out in case Brother wants some. Is it being mowing? No. That's okay. I kind of was already planning on doing that because I need to do laundry for work clothes. Food, chocolate, hat. Get my ADHD stuff to do while I'm doing stuff.
What are you laughing at? Cole?
So, no, I'm just playing Breath of the Wild really quick on the side here. And I just used the glitch to get the Master Soul, like, early.
Sleep next to it and pick it up?
Yeah, like, you're supposed to, like, have, like, 13 hearts or something, but, like, if you place a campfire right next to it and sleep at the campfire, when you wake up, you just slam A, you can get the Master Soul and you've only got 3 hearts. So it's
Yeah.
like-
I've seen that one. It's fun.
I just like saw a YouTube video. I'm like gonna try it. I got it first try, and it's like, oh, you know, that's gonna make the Let's Play easier now.
This was work.
I'll have to get my dice out. That would probably be smart.
I got 3 dice sets out.
Nice.
I have a box full of 4 dice sets.
Cool.
Oh yeah, Joel, I have to give you a dice set.
Mama, no.
Remind me when you come home. When are you coming home next?
Good question. Probably a little under a month from now.
Okay.
Because I'm not planning to come home anytime. I think my exams like end in about a month. My exam is about a month from now, and I don't think I'm coming home a week before that. So, yeah.
Okay, so y'all can come home when school's over.
Yeah. There's a chance I might come before, but
Okay. Well then, after here, we can have an in-person session with you here and Jenna on the computer.
yeah.
And then I'll get you your own dice set, so that you can.
You know, I wonder. Do you know if there's a voice option to like Discord where it's like, where you're always on?
Yes.
Instead of voice activity.
Yeah, because when it's just one person on the computer, like when it was just me, it is always hard to hear if someone else is talking. So if it's like, because it's just one person on one side, one person on the other, it might be good to just have it always on or something.
Probably the only thing we could do is, you push to talk and then just hold that key down the entire time.
Can't you also switch it to like just? Isn't there an always on? You mean like? Because there is push to talk, and then there is just always on, which is what I have, so I don't have to press anything to speak.
That's voice activity.
Oh, you're right.
It only comes on when it thinks it hears voice activity.
When there's
You can turn the decibels really low, so it just thinks everything is talking.
What?
If you go into oh, go ahead.
Hi, I'm sorry, I had to run back here.
We're good. Everyone's getting ready. So.
If you turn it to manual mode, you can turn the sensitivity really like, so it'll pick up basically anything. You could probably do that.
Yeah, we'll have to do that next time. I haven't messed with that since I first got Discord, so. Didn't even think of that.
I'm almost ready. I'm pulling up Lucy and Calliope right now.
Okie dokie.
Oh yeah,
I was thinking like you're pulling up like the other one.
If you have a pet, don't forget it. Oh my gosh, Jenna shared this TikTok with me of, so the first party pet was a wolf that they fought, and then they decided to eat a lot of food. Did several animal handling checks and succeeded on all of them, and eventually tamed the pet, and they named it Scooby. The character who had it isn't here anymore, so they don't have Scooby anymore.
What happened to Scooby?
Well, he was Figglepish's pet, and the guy who plays Figglepish just stopped joining. So
I know Figglepish is my brother.
Yes, Figglepish is played by your brother. So that's why I don't have Scooby. But Jenna sent me this TikTok of somebody holding a wolf figurine and saying, "This is an enemy. You're supposed to fight it." And then this other, this like meme person came on and was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And I'm just like, yes, that's exactly what happened with Scooby.
Same here, actually, in my campaign that I run. The one and only campaign. I was like, okay, give me animal handling. And like, they succeeded a bunch. I was like, oh boy, I guess they have a pet now.
Yeah.
I remember
I had heard of this happening before, so I was like, you have to succeed like X amount of animal handling checks, and they did, and I was like, okay, fine. I was like, I gotta make you work for it. And then that happened with their freaking dragons too, with Calliope and Toothless. Again, Toothless isn't here anymore, because the person who got that pet is also no longer. Although I have something planned if he ever wants to come back into the campaign. There is a canon reason why he's gone, and I told Olivia the other day, but
yeah, it was brilliant.
For the sake of the other characters, I'm not gonna bring it up. But yeah. Ficklepish, let's see, Ficklepish just up and left is his canon reason. And let's see, who else was with us? It was, Jared. Yeah, Jared's whole shtick was horrible, so we're just retconning the entire thing.
I'm sorry. You tell me the shtick.
Okay. So, first of all, Matthew, have you ever played the Phandalin Adventure?
Nope.
Okay. Then I won't go into that. Anyways, so in the campaign, there's this character who's the quest giver, called Gundren. All right, everyone called him Jared. All right. Now Gundren, after giving the quest, ends up getting captured. You have to rescue him, etc., etc. We had a new player join. Again, not with us anymore. And we're like, why don't we just make him Jared? And I'm like, Gundren, but sure. And so he plays this gnome monk now, who is that. But they're like, wait, how is he gonna stay with the party? Doesn't make sense at this point. So we had Jamie, which is Jeff's dad, like sliced them in half. So then there was two different gnomes, like think starfish. You slice the starfish in half, it goes into two starfish.
Like split personality.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And so then you had Gundren and Jared, and they both thought they were just twin brothers and had been the entire time. And then Jared went for the rest of that campaign, and then his the player couldn't keep continuing playing because of his schedule at work. And so I was just like, we're just gonna retcon the whole thing. He's just back. That never happened. It was just Gundren the entire time.
Nice.
Or the magic wore off and they just went up.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that happened.
Also, during the whole talk with the god thing when they were splitting, I was playing Avatar The Last Airbender music.
Yeah.
Bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Olivia.
Yes.
The goddess that the monks worship, the name is Teague.
Teague. Okay, so it's not Jeff's sisters. Got it.
Yes. No, it never was going to be in the first place. We discussed this.
Okay, I just, wanted to make sure it's not seaweed and it's not like... Sorry, I have to.
Seaweed is not related to Jeff. Oh my god. Okay.
Also, I got to see the D&D movie.
Oh, you did?
Isn't it
Yeah.
I
good?
think we'll have when it comes out on Paramount Plus, I was thinking we all have like a movie night. And
Yeah,
watch it
honestly,
through Discord.
I'd really rewatch it.
What are we watching?
Yeah.
The
D&D
Sea
movie.
Dragon.
Oh, I already went to go see it. So good, so hilarious.
God.
The
Oh
clips
my
I've seen are
lord.
hilarious and I love it. But
Also, they
My-
do make a few references to Critical Role, and I was the only one out of the bunch of the people that I went with that recognized them, which is sad.
Bro. Like, here's the
also,
thing, like... Here, go ahead.
I wrote some character pages for two of our party members. I didn't get very far, but
Oh, okay, I understand now.
What was it called again?
what was it called?
Or the link thing? What was it?
Beep.
I'm confused.
For the information stuff.
Oh. It was on World Anvil.
Oh, that's
Um,
right.
I just sent the links. So Celine and Aries now have character pages. Nothing that hasn't already been revealed, but while I was trying to
I'm
figure
curious.
out what was gonna happen tonight, I was writing these to like kind of catch myself up on what had happened. So we have
Yeah, really.
the whole story of since Celine joined, which isn't very much, and then we have almost everything that happened since Aries joined the party.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it.
Now, the only thing is what's happened since you arrived in Questori is the only stuff I haven't put in here yet. But
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Mason's magnificent boats.
Bro, Mason. Oh, I totally like stole that guy's bro.
That guy was so stupid.
Yeah, I had no mercy on him at all.
Yeah, so remember how Neth ran into some gnomish characters?
Yes.
So my original idea was this was gonna be like they were relatives or parents or something of that gnomish character. But then you killed them, and I'm like, you know what? We're gonna throw that out the window. That's not gonna be relevant anymore.
Oops. In all fairness, like, I didn't know they were dead, nor did I know I made them dead.
That's okay. That's okay. It was interesting all around. And that's why I don't always make plans.
Yeah.
Except for tonight, and we're gonna see where that goes.
Okay, let's go.
But feel free whenever you want to look around on that that World Anvil website wiki thing. I don't think there's anything bad necessarily. You might get confused with some of these things, but
yeah,
that's okay.
And then are we gonna be having Roll20 today or no?
No.
Okay.
No particular battles planned out today. It may happen. I don't know what you guys are gonna do, but if we do, it'll be Theater of the Minds.
Okay.
Amen.
Alrighty.
Well,
So-
knowing Ravio, we probably will get into a fight somewhere down the road.
Probably amongst each other.
Yes.
Alrighty, so when we last left off, y'all had just recovered what you thought was, Zywee's flower, and now I don't remember what the thing is called. So, there we go. I thought I had everything ready, I did not. Here we go. The flower of Zywee, yes. You thought you had found it, but Barco goes over and looks at it, touches it, and is told by Zywee, that is not it. That is not my thing. And is given a vision to where it is. Which is a medical tent about a mile west of where you guys are.
And we should have all taken a long rest, correct?
No.
Okay.
Y'all can choose to take a short rest if you would like. But no long rest.
Okay.
I mean, you guys can choose to take a long rest now. You're fairly safe.
I was gonna
that's
say,
something you
didn't we
decide.
say long rest last time?
I don't know.
Okay. I was just double checking because it looks like I had taken a long rest, and I was like, yeah, make sure everyone's on the same footing.
Okay,
Yeah, we
sure.
got a long rest.
You all set up camp, sure.
Yeah, we all set up camp, I remember.
Okay. So then make sure everyone has taken a long rest in that case. By this point, you guys are back on, like, normal sleeping schedule. Like, you were sleeping during the day for a few days, but you're back to sleeping at night. So, the sun is just peeking out over the nearby mountains, and, as you all wake up from your slumber around the campfire, Virgo already told you of the vision he saw last night, so what are you guys gonna do?
I didn't know we had any visions last night.
So before you guys went to bed, Varco had a vision
Right.
saying that the real flower of Zywee is in a medical tent about a mile west of where you guys make camp.
Okay.
What?
Going out to your brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I say, if she told us already, let's go. I'd also, knowing Aries, I'd probably be trying to lead the group. Just to be that person,
Give me a quick survival check.
Survival check coming right up. Wink. Give me a sorry. I am not good at my survival, but I will try. 6.
So, once everyone's packed and ready to go, Ares is like, "Let's go!" and starts heading off. And Marco says, "West is that way."
Right. She says that too, just to be clear. Oh, dang it.
All right.
Um,
So, Marco leads you guys, on the mile there, and there's like this hedge of bushes about, say, like 10, 15 feet from a medical tent. And he kind of crouches in the bushes and points to the tent and says, "It's in there."
okay,
What
like,
do the
you
rest-
know,
Shall we try and sneak in? Or shall we try using some spells like darkness? They'll just be a
Oh, wait, hold on,
shroud
I'm gonna-
of dark.
Oh my gosh.
that's a thing. I'm thinking like something. Is there like any other tents nearby?
No, you do see people, so like the tent is right here. Okay, here's the tent. All right, and you're on this
Yep.
side. You do see people coming in and out of this side occasionally. Not often, but you've seen a couple people go in and a couple people go out.
Okay. I'm just thinking here, like, I was thinking, like, if there was another tent, I'd, like, kind of set it on fire and, like, you know, cause a distraction.
No, there's
Use
not.
the fire. Always fire.
Because Aries, fire element. Because, yep, it's a thing. I'm probably gonna try to disguise self as just, like, a regular person and sneak in, like, as a patient, quote unquote.
What is everyone's passive investigation?
13.
My investigation 13, yeah, 13.
Oh, passive investigation, not perception?
Yeah, investigation.
15.
15. Okay. Lucy, you notice, as you look around, that you're in a pretty, like, secluded area, because it's like a little clearing. There's lots of trees around. You guys didn't even notice the medical tent until you got up into those bushes. It's generally pretty well hidden. The rest of you, too focused on the medical tent.
Yep. But yeah, I'm going in as like a regular human person.
Okay, so you disguise self. And you're frozen.
Oh. Can I send my familiar up and around to scout from above?
Yeah, is there anything particular you're looking for?
Just a general layout and seeing if there's anything that would be a good distraction or like an alarm setup system.
Okay. Is your familiar just gonna tell you this to you, or are you gonna like
I'm gonna look
through
through
the-
its eyes
Yeah.
as it flies above.
Okay. Does Lucy say anything while this familiar goes up and flies up?
I don't think that this is what we're really looking for, guys.
So since you're actively looking around and scouting this, you start to notice how pretty secluded this tent is, almost as if it was hidden on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
There's like mountains on one side. I mean, lots of trees. Like it's like a clearing in the middle of a forest, kind of.
Okay.
And like it's a very dense forest. You kind of notice that there is, near the front of the tent, there's kind of a pathway that way, but it's hard to follow. It would take, like, you would have to focus on following the path if you wanted to, kind of thing. That you don't see any other tents, any other sign of life. There is no alarm system. It's just a tent with occasionally people going. You do notice that whenever somebody, that you have seen like 2 people go in and be like incredibly injured. Like
Okay.
one was literally missing his knee down. There's another one that was bleeding profusely from their head.
Do we see anyone exit? And if so, where do they go? Do they just like walk into the woods?
Yeah, so you see one person exit. Their whole arm is bandaged up from like their shoulder to their wrist. And they look as they go out of the tent, almost as if it's second nature, they kind of like look both ways and like look around them and then head towards that trail.
Okay. Is there like an opening in top of the tent? You know, like how sometimes they'll have like that little vent at the top?
So.
Or is it just like a basic tent?
So there is like, so like there's a tent and there's like a hole on top, but that hole is covered by like a smaller tent.
Yes, but is it small enough for my dragon to land on the top and can I stick its head through? Because it's a very small dragon.
Your dragon is gonna have to roll acrobatics to see if it can do that.
Okay. That's based off Dex, right?
Yes.
Okay, so +2. A dirty 20.
Okay. You have sent this dragon to do many weird things in the past. So it delicately balances on the top of it and sticks its head underneath the flat so it can look in. You see inside, there is 2 rows along the side of the tent of beds, and there is like 12 beds on each side. Only one of these 24 beds total is vacant. All of the others, there are people on there, injured in all various different ways. There seems to be one person who is not injured who is going around to each of the people, getting them blankets, getting them water, occasionally performing a spell, as far as you can tell. She has red hair. She's kind of got like little antlers sticking out of her head. You think that's decorative, because she looks like an elf. Other than that, she's dark skinned and wearing just brown and green clothes. They're not nice clothes. They're kind of common folk clothes. She seems to be just very busy tending to all these people.
Do I see the flower anywhere?
You cannot see the flower from where you're at.
Okay. I have my familiar returned, now that I've gained some information.
Okay.
Can I have my dragon, once it returns, send telepathic ideas, kind of the layout? Because it has limited telepathy.
You wanted to do what?
Send images of, like, the layout of the, the area, like, the bird's eye view, and also inside the tent.
Okay. So you want the other people of the party to see that?
Yes, because limited telepathy. Yay.
I want to say yes, but let me...
It says, can magically communicate simple ideas, emotions, images, telepathy with any creature within 100 feet that can understand a language. Particularly the images part is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. I'm not looking for it, but I don't see it. So yes, we'll say that it's kind of like, you got to see it like as if you were wearing like a VR headset and they get to see just like pictures you took on your phone kind of thing.
Yeah, like...
They don't see her movie and all that, but you basically,
exactly.
The rest of you all see like pictures briefly, so you can't tell what the redhead is doing. But you do see multiple pictures of her at different beds, and you see that layout, and you see kind of what the bird's eye view looks like. And we just come to you. Also, Olivia is still frozen.
Yeah.
I'm concerned because nothing. I'm gonna kick her and hope she rejoins.
That sounds good.
Oh, nope, she figured it out. She disconnected herself. I was like, I'm waiting for something to happen. Could you hear us, Olivia?
You meant that frozen. You meant that kind of frozen. I thought you were talking about, like, I went to enter the tent disguised as a human and then I froze. Like, I literally turned frozen.
No, you just weren't. You, like, couldn't hear or see you. And I was just like, Okay. Hoping you would fix it yourself, and then...
I assumed you just meant my body froze.
No! No! That's why I said Olivia froze. I didn't say Aries froze.
I got confused.
You got a little too in character.
Yes.
Or maybe your character got a little too much of you? I don't know.
It's a little both. It's a little both.
You just froze it, like, you're just going to do it, and you're just like... freeze randomly, like, what was I doing?
I don't.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, Aries just tried to go ahead and enter the tent disguised as a human.
Okay. You go around... I
Like,
see
up
you,
front.
Joel. I haven't heard a
Towards-
word. You heard you say a word. Yeah, you're deafened now.
I think he's looking in settings.
Yeah.
Probably. I think Trey's behind him.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, I see him like in the corner right behind his shoulder.
Oh, yeah. It almost looks like Trey's just decapitated head is sitting there.
Correct. However, it's still living.
Wouldn't that make for something interesting to come across in D&D?
Very, very interesting. But yeah, Aries is just trying to go in, like, towards the entrance, just see what's going on.
Okay. So you just disguise yourself as a human.
Yep.
Don't do anything else.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what's going on. Just
Okay. So, human Aries walks
Okay.
into... Hi, Joel, I can hear you now.
I didn't click the keyboard button when I was trying to figure out when we were talking about that earlier. It's good now.
Okay.
You know, I thought you meant the same thing about pleasing at first, but then I thought that it was frozen. So I said that, and then I realized, wait, you guys can't stop doing the green thing. Okay.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay. So
But yeah, I'm an Aries.
So Aries walks into the front. Human Aries does. And you hear, I'll be right with you. And you see this redhead, hurrying about, and finally she takes a moment to come over to you, and she comes up, and then she's like, oh, what seems to be the problem, dear?
I don't have a problem. I'm curious what's up over here. It seems like a lot of people, like... Is this like a healing place?
She takes a step back. Are you not with the resistance?
No. I'm sorry. Like, hold on. I'm just gonna go ahead and ask, like, in character. Like, resistance against the nightmare?
Well, what other resistance is there? You see her
know, but...
reaching for what you can only assume is going to be a sword or a dagger.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna, like... Okay, quick warning, lady. I'm just gonna, like, take a step back, undo my disguise. It's like, hey, yeah, I'm a freak. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm a freak, yep. However, I'm an honest freak. And me and my friends here are trying to collect a bunch of special items to stop the guy, and we're looking for some god flower.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion coming up. I have a +2 persuasion, so this will be interesting. At 20.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. We're just going to see where this goes. Oh, you must have hit your head really hard. And she guides you over to a bed and has you lie down on it. She's like, just stay here. I'll be right back with you. We'll make sure your ride is running real soon.
But I'm fine.
She walks away and she starts helping other people.
I can help. Not really, but still, I can
Does-
pretend.
Anybody else do anything while this is happening?
I start to like slowly sneak out, sort of like not within view, but still
Okay.
closer. Kind of like, what the heck just happened?
He thinks I'm sick.
Well, you guys can't see each other because you're in the tent,
Sorry.
and she's outside the tent.
Yeah.
And you probably hear a couple of what Areas is saying, but you didn't hear at all what the redhead was saying.
I'm sick. I can help. That's basically all they hear.
Okay. Do you guys do anything else?
Question. Can I
Yes.
use minor illusion to make a window in the tent so I can see inside? Does it work like that? Because
I
it's
don't
magic.
think it would. But no. If you've seen the movie, you know magic does not fix everything.
Yeah, no. First I was trying to figure out if you were trying to make like a one-way like thing, and then I realized no. So minor illusion can make stuff that you can imagine, but it can't like. So unless you
Add
make
new
an
information.
actual hole, and then minor illusion it so there's not a hole.
I figured as much, but I thought I'd ask.
Yeah. You had me stumped there for a moment. I was like,
Okay, so just to double check,
yes.
we're trying to get items to defeat the nightmare. Someone told us we had to get the match items to defeat it.
Yes.
Correct.
Did we get any in the last session that I missed?
Y'all have Broderick Stone, which technically you were here for, but that was the in-person session, so you may have missed that.
Okay.
Which Celine, I think, currently has in her backpack. Which I don't know how much you guys know about that.
Yeah, we honestly don't.
We know it
We
has
have a
something
book about
weird
it.
with empowering people, and it seems to be getting longer and longer the more we use it for the amount of time we have to touch it to get powered up.
Mm-hmm. Although it didn't have any effect on Ares. Like, that didn't
Yes.
happen to Ares at all. So that's what you know about Broderick Stone. You're currently
Is
trying
this
to
a
get
religious thing?
what, the
Sorry.
stone?
I was kidding. Yep.
Oh, not exactly, but
Sorry, thinking.
you're currently trying to get the flower of Zywe. There are 1, 2, 3. There are currently 5 artifacts that you guys are trying to find.
I'm probably like getting out of my hospital bed and just like looking at all these wounded people and just being like, "Oh, what? Like, can you tell me the story behind that?" Like,
Are you trying to talk to some of these wounded people?
yes.
Okay. All right. Right next to you, there's someone who's nursing a very bad head injury. Across the aisle from you, there is someone who is missing the bottom part of their leg, like chopped off from the knee down. And then diagonal to you, you can't tell what's wrong with them. They're just lying there. Who do you want to talk to?
The guy who's just lying there. I'm just gonna go and like
Okay.
walk over him, like kind of like wave my hand over his face, like see if
Okay.
he responds.
But he's kind of laying there like this, and he looks over at you.
Hi.
What? He says
I
very slowly.
Are you dead?
No,
Are you dying?
not if Florence has
What?
anything to say about it.
Oh, this is gonna be like the sloth joke, isn't it? Like, you know. Yeah, sorry.
Can I have my familiar try and like fly in
What are
stealthily?
you?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Roll stealth at advantage.
Okay. Also, it does have a +4.
Okay. Give you advantage because everybody in there is either sick or distracted. So.
What are you doing?
15.
15? Okay.
What did you do?
Having my dragon kind of swoop in.
You notice the dragon. Nobody else does.
Essentially just observing and watching.
Okay.
So I can kind of understand what's going on with your guys' next interaction.
So what do you say?
I'm gonna keep talking to the guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep.
Okay.
What do you say? Just, I'm trying to think. Like, do you have So what's wrong with you exactly?
Well, I ingested poison, I think. I can't.
Poison? Oh.
This is why cook always checks his food.
I did not get a word of that.
He said, I will speed it up for you. He said, this is why a cook always tastes his food first.
He ate the flour.
What? What? How did you
he
jump
eat
to
the
that
flour?
conclusion? You're asking me. And you're frozen. I can't. You're not moving.
I'm sorry.
You're moving again. And no. Okay, she's gone.
Oh.
She's back.
Someone else gets to see my face now. We're just gonna put it at that.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Saying 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Hi.
Hi.
Can people hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
What the heck did the old guy say?
So the old guy said, well, he's not old, but the guy said that this is why a cook tastes his food first.
Oh, okay, food poisoning. So he's not dying.
You
Alright, I'm probably...
Mhm.
Go ahead, sorry.
Nothing. Oh, it's just this.
My little brain's not working, I'm sorry.
I just find it funny how you always jump to conclusions. Sometimes they're right. Sometimes they're not.
Yeah. I'm probably like... I was like, okay, sorry. Get better with your stomach ache, and then like, I turn to the guy who lost his leg.
Okay.
Pardon me, Mr. No Leg, sir. What happened?
You hear just a really guttural groan. Those... He swears here.
Mm-hmm.
Calls them something. I'm not going to repeat.
Amen.
They will pay for what they did to my leg. And then he goes, because it's painful. At that point, the redhead comes over and is like, Gerald, stay, don't talk, just go to sleep, okay? And she starts bandaging up his stub.
So is his stub still bloody?
Yes.
Hold on, I can go ahead and just like produce flame on that baby and like,
So you produce flame. When you
go
produce
and,
flame, does it start on your hand or does it just start wherever you want it to start?
But yeah, it starts in my hand.
Okay. As soon as that fire comes, the redhead just like just like shoulder, or was it like, what do they call that?
Checks?
Mother catch? I don't know. Just completely just pushes you away, like with her full arm away from the patient. And she's like, no, no. And suddenly there is no fire in your hands.
What magic do you have?
And she grabs you by the shoulders and sits you back down on things. She's like, okay, I'll be with you as soon as I'm done with this guy. And she goes over and finishes
But I
wrapping
could
him up.
just help. I could help. I could incinerate the wound.
You feel a gush of wind, and your flame. Well, I guess you don't have hair. You have flames. Your flames can go. And she's like, "Don't move." And
Are you air Nazi?
She says, "No." And she finishes banding up the wind. She comes over here, and she's like, "All right, sweetie." She has that stuff.
Like, I'm thinking like the only thing that causes that much wind would be like an air cobra or like an air person.
She's like, "I'm not an air genasi. Clearly, you're fire genasi." And she slowly just like pushes you back down so you're laying down again. And then I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh crap. Okay, I'll do my best. I'm rolling. I got 13.
What is... You feel... suddenly you feel very calm. You don't feel... The questions you were going to ask kind of just fade on your tongue. And she says, just lay here, and you feel so calm, so relaxed. You just kind of want to stay. You don't really want to move. It's like, just calm down. It's gonna be okay.
But I'm Aries.
Out in just a moment. And she's like, it's okay, Aries. Everything's gonna be fine. And you just feel this overwhelming calm, and you don't really want to keep asking questions. You don't really want to fight it.
Okay.
How long
She
does
just-
this last?
Oh god.
Okay. So
If it's what I think it is, it's probably about an hour.
What?
it is. It is an hour. Yes. There's, from what I've described, there's two different ones it can be, but yes, this one is an hour.
It's a sorcerer thing,
So
isn't it?
Aries is basically out of commission right now. What are the rest of you doing?
I inform the others of what happened. Of course, I cannot see at the moment. Or I'm guessing I momentarily stop it so I can speak. Or I guess I just speak and I don't hear the responses at all. I'm just like, because you know while you're connected, you don't have your own senses.
Yeah, you can do whichever. I don't really care. I
Okay.
don't care what the rules on that are. You can start and stop whenever you want. I don't care.
Okay, so I inform my companions, and I'm like, okay, we're facing... Sorry. Okay, we're facing someone with magical capabilities here. They seem to be with the resistance of the bad guy that we're facing, but they don't seem to be quite aligned with us at the moment. What do you guys propose? Oh yeah, Aries also seems to be charmed or something akin to that. She seemed to be quite magically medicated.
Brilliant. Absolutely
You
brilliant.
get an inspiration for that, because that was too perfect.
That was brilliant. Honestly, brilliant.
Okay. So that leaves Matthew, Joel, and Jenna to make a plan.
Okay. Why do we want to go in the magic tent again?
He says that in character bet.
Murdoch, who, I don't know what the frick they're doing right now, but we're just going to ignore them. Basically told you that one of the artifacts is in that tent. And that's why you want to get in the tent. You want to find the artifact.
Also, I'm in there.
Yeah, and Ares went in there and is
Yeah.
Basically,
Uh,
it's
Did we decide to take the long rest at the beginning
Yeah.
of this? 'Cause I don't think I clicked that.
yes,
Okay.
yes, you did.
Rescue her.
I heard it, Lucy.
Yeah, I have her volume down, so I turned it back up. It was probably from
Cassie.
I don't know. It's probably from when you were playing your music or something. I don't know.
Probably, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. I'm basically asleep.
Yes. Yeah, you probably fall asleep pretty quickly.
I'm probably having dreams about, like, correction, maybe, perhaps, nightmares? Maybe. Maybe not. I'm not sure.
No.
No,
you're
just
having
dream.
you're having good dreams. And one of them you're having a picnic with Jeff. And all of his attention's on you, and you're just talking about whatever recently happened, and you're having just the time of your life in this dream.
Yes, I love that, honestly. Yes. Like, imagine me and him just, like, throwing frisbees and, like, that kind of junk.
Mm-hmm. Are you still, after you talked to them, did you go back and look, or?
I go back to check in every, few minutes.
Okay. After, Ares has fallen asleep, which takes, 5 minutes or so, the redhead, I just still haven't found her name yet, goes back to tending to other people.
Okay.
It's not my fault I don't have healing spells.
Question on some, rule stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to figure out more rules about familiars, because remember there's, share senses and, you can take an action to, cast a spell through them, certain spells. I don't remember what's what. But on it says there's, a variant familiar pseudo-dragon thing, where if it's within 10 feet of its companion, they have advantage on magic saving throws, because of its resistance trait. Yes? No? Thoughts?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know enough about that, so sure.
I just found it on 5e, so I was like, oh.
Interesting.
Indeed. We could try either causing a distraction, or we could just run in and try and charm her.
Oh my gosh. That is like so much fun.
I do have a resistance to her charms, or I have advantage against being charmed. Just to let you know.
Ooh, and if I have my familiar, I do as well.
So Gary's the only one that doesn't have advantage against being charmed.
Wait, Bravia does?
Yeah.
Because you're a bang, right?
Oh,
Because I'm half health,
oh my gosh, let me...
Charmed.
That's bull.
I am just double checking. Hilarious.
Oh, that's bull.
Oh, it's hilarious. Man, it's hilarious.
Outside of me, I guarantee Vargo's the same way.
It could also be a sleep one. But either way, I think you guys still has resistance.
Yep.
Gosh.
I think elves and half-elves can't even be put to sleep by that.
Yeah,
Oh,
They
yeah.
can't be put to sleep.
I can't
Okay.
put to
Yeah.
sleep.
And then I have advantage on magic saving throws with my familiar. So yeah. So the only person who doesn't have resistance.
Oh, it's Varco. I kept calling her Vardar. That's her name. It's Varco.
We could also test out her magic by
And it's
saying,
also an elf. We have two elves. We have 2.5 elves in the party.
Yep. Oh my gosh, you're
It's
right.
like 2.5 men, but it's 2.5 elves.
Broski.
I know nothing about the show except for the name of it, but
What?
we have in the party. We have 2.5 elves. It's like 2.5 men, but they're elves. I know nothing about the show, but I was just like, that's kind of funny because Varco is an elf.
Wait, I thought she was human.
No, Varco's an elf. Ranger cleric.
I really thought she was human. Totally did.
She was just hiding her ears, or his ears.
Yeah. That
Um,
really sucks.
So what do you do? Oh, I've just been sitting outside this tent for a couple minutes at this point.
What do you guys
Okay.
propose we do?
I mean, like, I don't got good stealth because I got armor on, so I'm not good at persuasion. I don't know what to do. I could do a flip over the top of the tent if you want, but I'm not. What else? Should
No.
that be helpful?
You can just like come in there and grab me or something. Like,
Question.
She is on the.
Or we can get the flower first and then focus on Aries afterwards. You know?
I have an idea for
Like, she's a liability because the rest of us can't be charmed. So we
That's-
want to. We'll
shut the fudge up.
So there's a way to easily end charm. All we have to do is say, damage them a little. I have some ways to do that discreetly.
You son of a dragon. Sorry.
I could use
I was
my
like,
familiar to cast bonfire underneath her bed and wake her up with a fiery start.
Oh gosh. Okay, you have to look up something now.
Can we really risk those setting anything on fire if the flower's in there? I don't know about you, but if the flower's flammable, we can't risk it.
I highly doubt it's flammable considering it's an artifact.
Yeah. I mean,
But the rest of the patients,
probably,
maybe
but
not.
It's called magic. Yeah, there's also that, you know. I don't know about you, but I don't want to get charged for war crimes.
They won't know it's us.
Roy, we already have war crimes against us.
They'll just think it's her hair.
I hate how that is actually logical.
Uh,
Oh my god. Alright. Ready for anything, guys. I can't do anything.
I think we're all going to try and attempt to rescue Aries while looking for the flower.
You're gonna what? I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out if finding the bonfire would actually stop the spell.
Probably not, because she is resistant to fire.
I'm not
Yes.
resistant.
Probably
Wait,
not
am
for
I?
a different reason.
She's resistant, but she's not immune.
Yeah.
I would probably have to... Okay, here's my thoughts. We can't end the spell. I just realized this after I said that, but we can't end the spell unless we're allies of her and damage her. So I'd have to charm person her and then smack her.
Yes. Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Oh,
But it would wake her up, probably. It wouldn't remove the
It
charm.
would probably wake her up, yes. So, you
We
guys
need to pull
go
through
into
it.
the tent, or...
yes.
You know, like, what's the one thing? It's like, Leroy Jenkins! Like, you know, just do that like I do.
That's what yep. I had in one of another campaign I run, I had one person who literally would always Leroy Jenkins it, and it was hilarious.
I'm loving it.
We nicknamed their character Leroy Jenkins because they always screamed that in character.
Dang.
So here's our plan. I will go and rescue Aries from her. What was it again? Magical
Nap time.
Magical
Your magical nap
medication.
time.
Magical. Yeah, that's what it's like. From her magical medication, while you two go and look for the flower. Sound like a deal?
How would we look for the flower? Are we just gonna pounce in? Are we gonna go in through the back? We need a little bit more elaboration here.
Well,
I
sneaking
will-
it first. If that doesn't work out, then well, I'll do flips over anyone chasing us.
Also,
Nice.
as far as I can tell, it's not an open sight easily.
Yeah, no, I'm really good at flips.
Brilliant.
That's what Robbie reverts to. Alright, so
While you two go in the back.
Very well. Proceed.
alright. So Lucy walks in the front and she's like, I'll be with you in a minute, the redhead says, and finishes up what she's doing and comes over to the front and she's like, patience today. What seems to be the problem?
Oh, not a problem with me. I'm just looking for a very ill friend of mine. She has purple flame hair. She might have
She
had
immediately turns to her left, your right, where Aries is laying, and she says, "Oh yes, this one, it must have hit her head too hard on the battlefield or something. She was spouting nonsense about having friends with her and not remembering what the resistance was. My gosh, it was this whole thing. I had her go to sleep. She's perfectly fine, I promise. Let me just grab some medicine that should bring her memories back real soon." And she walks back to one of the I forgot to mention there's like tables in between each bed. Walks over to one of the tables and like mixes something up real quick, puts it in a potion bottle, and then hands it to Lucy. Says, this should help her get her memories back. It should just make sure she rests a lot, and everything should be fine. I examined her. Thankfully, it must have just been like a fall. There's no damages to her head. And she's talking like really fast. As if she's kind of in a hurry. But she's trying to make sure she's also trying to make sure she explains everything, so she's a little bit over explaining. She's like, she should be fine. She just needs rest. I'll wake her up real quick. So yeah, what are you guys doing as she goes to wake Aries up?
Would you like to cut a hole in the back and then we can sneak in? Because I presume there's not a door.
I mean, you can just pull the tent flaps back.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Like they're like, it's like a canvas tent.
Okay.
So it's not like when you set up in the woods. It's like each wall is a piece of canvas and there's like sticks in the corners.
Okay.
So you could just pull that back.
Okay.
So you do that, I assume?
I'm actually gonna stay outside. I'm gonna invite him to just go on inside, and I'm gonna look through my familiar and have my familiar plop down and start dangling the desk because he has more stealth than I do.
I also have disadvantage on stealth.
Okay, I have y'all both roll stealth though. Actually, I'll just do a straight roll, Joel. You have advantage because you have advantage that cancels out your disadvantage because Redhead is currently talking with Lucy and trying to wake Aries up.
Okay.
She is distracted, so just a straight roll.
16.
16.
And then, am I rolling for our dragon for me?
Who's ever on the tent.
Okay, so my dragon. So I'm having my dragon drop down and examine the desks. Or just whatever's around. So if it's just a straight roll plus the proficiency, it's a 19.
Okay. Anyway, so you guys go in. Redhead doesn't notice you. The person. So there's a tent flap right here, and there's like a right there on the bed. They notice you. But they just kind of watch you. They don't say anything. You happen to do the person who got their tongue cut out. They're just watching you. They're like, they've had a long day. They're really tired. They're tongue strong. They're just gonna watch you. And you sneak in successfully. And did you have your dragon doing?
Just examining the table, like drop down on the table, like kind of trying to open the door.
The table where the redhead made the potion, or just a random table?
Just a random table.
Okay.
I guess I start sitting down too.
Okay. Go ahead, both make investigation checks.
Alright.
Investigation's like 0 plus 0.
I'll hope you roll high then.
11.
I got an 8. Is that high?
No.
So as you guys,
perception is much higher.
Same.
You guys look around and you search through everything. You find a lot of potion bottles. They have lots of different colors on them. You find a couple of clipboards. But it's doctor's handwriting. You can't make out what it says. It looks like just a bunch of scribbles as far as you can tell. And like the language here is freaking like hieroglyphic, and you still like just can't make out any of the letters. Like, what the heck? As far as you can tell, it's medicine. You're not finding anything interesting. Meanwhile, Aries, you get waken up from your picnic right as you're about to eat your favorite dessert.
Snake.
And she's like, Redhead's like, Aries, sweetie, your friend's here. Do you remember them? And she gestures towards Lucy.
Hey, Luce.
How wonderful, that part's not gone. All right, I gave her some medicine. You're gonna take her and go home and have some nice rest.
That's it.
You're just automatically nodding along. You're just going to automatically agree with her. You're like, okay. Because yes, you are in fact charmed by her. Aries will not know this until that spell ends, but that is what happened.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and she just go ahead, go home with Lucy. Everything's gonna be fine.
Okay.
So she kind of passes Aries off to you, Lucy.
Hey, Luce.
I guess she doesn't say Lucy, she says Luce because that's what she heard Aries say. What do? You see the other two in the back. Because yeah.
I mean, dragon.
I mean, you don't see the dragon. You think you might see the dragon. You're not sure. You definitely see Rabio.
So,
I got a plan if I get caught, so.
Plan if I get caught.
Brilliant.
how could I break her charm?
With
Still magic me?
Do you have Charm Person? Is that one of your spells?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
She did on like the pony ladies.
Yes, I did.
And then we robbed the store.
The only way to end the spell is if the person who cast it or the person who casts it, one of their friends, harmed Aries. Or you just have to wait until the spell runs out.
Can my charm person override their charm person?
I'm gonna say if you cast it at a higher level, then yes.
So could I cast it at a level 3? Would it override it?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna cast charm person at level 3.
Okay.
Third level, whatever.
Okay. So, you must make a wisdom saving throw, Aries.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. Come at it. 7. I mean 8 total.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have now been charmed by Lucy instead. So anything she says, you're gonna be like, you're gonna just be agreeable with, unless you that was really against Aries' character. You're still kind of calm and kind of, you still have kind of the after effects of the other charm spell. But if she were to say something else to you, it wouldn't work quite the same.
Okay. Hi, Lucy.
Hi, Aries. Won't you follow me outside the tent?
Okay.
We're gonna
you didn't distract her for long. No.
Break her out of the spell. We get behind a tree and I go and I slap Aries across the
Aries, you will take 1 point of damage. And you are woken from the spell.
Yeah.
You still feel tired because you were woken up from the middle of a nap. But other than that, like, the effects are kind of just gone.
I want cheesecake.
I'm sorry, honey. I don't have any. Tough luck.
Could we make some sometime?
Not right now, TV.
I mean, like, later in the future.
Maybe.
Yay.
Okay.
Did we find the flower?
Not yet. The boys are working on it. Sadly.
Oh.
I'm gonna have Lucy roll something. Give me a second. Yeah, just give me a perception check.
Oh. Nat 20.
Yes! Okay.
4
I'm glad, because otherwise you guys were gonna be looking flower for a little bit. Now that you got Aries out, you think back to when you were looking around the room, and you remember that the redhead was wearing a necklace. You couldn't see what you just saw, like the cord around her neck, and underneath, it was tucked underneath her shirt, and it was roughly the same shape as the face you found. You're
So
pretty sure she was wearing it as a necklace. Lucy and Lucy alone knows this.
Aries,
Yeah?
the boys are gonna have trouble with this one.
How can I help?
One of them isn't a boy.
Yeah.
Calliope! I have Calliope turn uninvisible. And I take and I letter to the boys saying it is on the redhead's neck. The flower we are looking for is on the redhead's neck. And I tell Calliope, look for the dragon named Salim quickly. And I have her turn invisible and then go and find Salim.
Okay.
I am outside the tent.
I understand about half of that. How is... I asked Calliope does technically speak dragon. But, so you told Calliope to tell Celine that?
No, I have a letter on, that I typed.
Okay. Okay. So, while that's all happening, they've left the tent. We're rewinding a little bit here. They leave the tent. Florence turns around. The redhead turns around. Her name's Florence. I keep...
Brilliant.
Y'all... Anyways. Dragon does not see. 19's high enough. She does, however, see Ravio standing there looking at... I mean, I guess you probably were looking up at this point. You knew that this was about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you duck underneath a table? What do you do? Or not a table, like a bed or whatever.
I say, hey, are you the person I was supposed to deliver these supplies to? I think I got sent around to keep in the back, but I've got like 2 potions of healing and a few other, variety of like bottles. I don't exactly know what all this stuff is. I figured you would know this, but I figured this is probably the place I'm supposed to deliver it to. Sorry if I didn't come in the front door. Like,
Brilliant.
Get a point of inspiration. That was brilliant.
That was absolutely brilliant.
I got 2 potions of healing and a bunch of alchemical supplies in my inventory, so.
Roll persuasion on that, because you have this stuff and it's prepared.
Roll what? Persuasion?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. That just auto succeeds. Because it's that brilliant, and I'm very impressed.
That is the most brilliant play ever.
So, she turns and she's like, oh, thank goodness. And she comes and she grabs stuff from you. And she immediately takes the 2 healing potions and gives people. And you see their wounds, like, instantly healed. Well, kind of. Like, the guy with the Missy, she gives it to 2 of the people up front. And the bleeding in the head stops. And the other ones, their leg is no longer bleeding. I mean, still stubbed, it doesn't grow back.
I could have just incinerated the wound.
Right, Aries. And she then takes the other stuff and she's like, oh, well, that's good. And she starts organizing it. Thank you so... You know what? Give me 1 second. She turns around and she comes back and she gives you a gold piece. She's like, here's a tip for your... Thank you so much. I know it must have been a very hard journey. If you're ever in need, please stop by. You don't know how much I appreciate this delivery.
Yes. Anything for the resistance.
Oh my god.
We'll win this one day. She's like, and then she starts walking you out the front door.
and I hope that the dragon is going to find that.
That was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant.
That was
I
like,
was like, okay, I'm gonna get caught. And then I was like, what do I have in my inventory? And I was like, wait, I've got 2 potions of healing and just like some random alchemy stuff. And I'm like,
I just imagine that as soon as Lucy starts wrapping things up, Robbie was like, "Oh shoot!" and pulls off his backpack and starts running through everything.
bro. Yes.
I mean, yeah, like it's better to like keep talking to distract. That way, I have more time to like look around and stuff while I'm talking with her, than to try to see because I don't know if I'll be able to slip out in time. So, but yeah, she took both my potions of healing then.
Yes, and
Okay.
anything you handed her alchemy wise.
Okay, let's see. Where's the alchemy stuff?
Bro.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Question.
So-
Alchemy supplies. It was worth a lot of money though. Like, the okay, I
Nice.
Wizard?
What?
No, I think we stole that from the wizard way back when it was
What's
like
that?
Oh, from the Red Cloaks?
it was from like the wizard, and then he had like a animal familiar or something in that castle.
Yeah,
I
the
think.
Red Cloaks hideout, or whatever I
Yeah.
called them. I
Yeah,
definitely called them something wrong
the
to you.
bugbears,
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they were the only ones who knew where to go or something.
Bro.
We just
Oh
set
my
them on
gosh.
fire and locked the doors. It's like,
Oh
wait.
my gosh. Whose idea was that? Was that Pickle Pitches?
I mean, it was
He was
Pickle
always
Fish and me.
taking something.
Pickle Fish and me, like,
probably
working
was.
together. It's like, hey, well, we can just lock the door and burn them in there, guys. So
That's
it's like-
always something Aries would do, so I'm like sister, like brother, I suppose.
Oh shit.
Well, call back. Okay. I was like, you have encountered like 2 wizards, so I was wondering which one it was, but yeah, let me.
Am I now aware of the where the thing is?
As
No.
they're walking out, Calliope comes over to. Actually, no, you told her to go to Celine. So Calliope comes over to Celine and like perches on your. I don't know if you can feel that though, because you're currently.
I don't think I share touch. I think it's just
Okay.
sight and hearing. So I
Okay.
Once
That
that I-
sounds right.
I
So you
like,
feel,
oh,
and Calliope like nudges you with her head, and then like lifts her foot that the letter's tied to. She looks kind of annoyed that she's being used as like a carrier pigeon. She's
Bro,
like, "Take
yes.
this gosh dang letter off of me, please." It's like what you are. You're a dragonborn, so you can read her face pretty.
yeah.
Brilliant.
Especially since I also have a dragon familiar.
Yes, that too.
So
Why is that?
I untie the note and read it, and once
And-
realizing
It tells you where it is now.
Yes.
I can't believe this went where it.
The question is how should I deal with this? I have 2 thoughts. Should I?
By this time, I'm sure Robbio has figured out how to meet back up with you behind the tent.
Okay.
So if you
So is
want to
everyone-
discuss it.
Should
Is
I
everyone
have
together now?
Should I have my dragon sting her so that she falls asleep? Or should I try and have him snatch it? Or should we try in person and get it off of her neck ourselves?
If Lucy and Aries want to have gone back there and have made it back there, but you didn't say that you were doing that.
Okay, so what's going on now?
We are Aries and Lucy are out in the forest because I had just woken you up and I sent them a letter.
Okay.
I feel like we're talking amongst ourselves, trying to figure out how we're gonna get this. Because by time that I've sent Calliope, I probably would have told you. where the
Okay,
flower-
Alright, sounds good. I just want to make sure, in character I'd be in on the info or not, so I'm, not acting out of character. But yeah, Aries' first idea is probably something along the lines of, I'm gonna disguise myself again as a small child
Okay, make sure you are checking off these spells. I'm just saying.
Thing is, hold on, I'm checking. Just beep beep.
Okay.
I sent a message to my familiar saying, if you can snag that necklace and what's hanging around it, I'll give you a gold coin. Because my dragon is very motivated by money.
Oh, you tell your dragon this?
Yes.
Okay.
Because while I was looking at the other information, I saw more about my character dragon, so I'm going into more of that.
Yeah. Sorry, I just thought of something funny. There's this whole TikTok series by one of the creators I follow, where adventurers go and meet different dragons, and they all hoard things. And one of the dragon is in there. It starts because the dragon in the party hoards friends.
Oh yeah.
The party is your hoard.
That.
I was just thinking how that would end up being like your hoard or something. It doesn't fit your character, but it just made me laugh.
Yeah.
Anyways.
How many first level spell slots do we have anyway?
4.
I
have 4.
I have 4 first and 4 second.
Oh my
and
gosh,
I can
do you
transfer
not
them.
have any? What the heck?
I have 4 first, 3 second, and 3 third. And then I can have 4 cantrips.
Yeah, hers looks weird.
Yep.
Whose?
Mine.
Aries. Oh, no, that's because Warlock loses their first level slots
Oh.
when they level up. I only have 2 packed slots as well.
So good,
So
bad, what?
It means...
So you have 2 second level spell slots.
But you can regain them on a
Okay.
short rest.
Yes.
Okay, but what about first level spell slots?
You have none.
I'm
So
guessing...
you have to use
Upcast?
second level spell. Yeah, you have to use a second level spell for your first level ones.
Okay, did not know that. I'm just...
Although it looks like this guy itself, it doesn't count as one.
Like, I would think it... I don't know.
Huh.
It's like, it's an at-will spell.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's why I'm like, this is the first time I've like noticed that. So I'm
I don't
gonna
also-
look that up.
Wait, so the same thing for
Will.
the cantrips. Okay. So maybe... I don't know how... I don't exactly know how Warlocks work, so that might be something to do with Warlock.
Yeah, I got nothing.
It's basically a cantrip. You can use it as many times as you want. So never mind.
Yay!
You don't have to use a spell slot for that.
Is that like a... How does that work for multi-classing?
I don't know. It says it works, so it works, I guess.
Okay.
If it says at will, it's essentially like a cantrip in that it doesn't take any spell slot.
Yeah.
If it says it needs like diamonds or something, then you technically have to have diamonds.
It
Yeah.
just makes me wonder if my multi-level is... Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that out later.
Okay.
But yeah, Aries decides to disguise herself as like a small crying child.
Okay.
Like a small toddler, if you will.
Okay.
And like a small dirty child, like some little homeless baby.
Okay.
And she's just like gonna try to like cry and like just make the redhead hold her.
Okay. So
Okay.
into the pet comes waddling this toddler with messy brown hair and dirt all over her, and is just crying like crazy. The redhead immediately, oh my gosh, and just picks her up. You poor thing, who left you out here? And goes out into the tent and looks back and forth. Lucy, are you still hiding in the forest, or did you join up with the others?
standing secretly outside of the tent, ready to bonk her on the head.
You're standing outside the tent, right? You're gonna bonk her.
Yes, kind of like the whole have somebody distract her and then come up and knock her out.
I wasn't thinking about that.
Violent. Okay.
No, I was just gonna like grab the necklace.
She's holding the child, and you're currently pulling at her necklace, so she's not really caring because you're a child. She expects it, and she pokes her head out the flap and looks side to side, and you whack her. I guess roll to hit.
Oh God, I wasn't.
With advantage.
I was literally just gonna grab the necklace.
Oh my God.
So was my dragon.
Can't someone use like magic to charm her to sleep or something? Like
That was what one of the
He
plans
is an
was.
elf.
What?
You guys, you know she's an elf.
That's fair.
Well, I don't got any better suggestions at the moment. So
My dragon could have stung her to sleep.
I feel like this might be a bad idea though. It's nothing bad.
Oh boy, did you hit?
What's your roll?
17.
That hits.
How much damage? Right?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me how much damage.
Oy. Five.
I was really hoping it was gonna be more.
Does she get knocked out?
Oh, wait, hold on. 6 actually. 6 because
Six. Okay. For the sake of the story, we're gonna say she gets knocked out. As long as you hit her, that was gonna be the main thing. So child in hand, or Aries child in hand, she plunks to the floor.
Wait. How does she... Disguise self doesn't affect your physical characteristics, it just makes you look different. It doesn't hold up to physical
Does it?
inspection.
I didn't know that.
That's true. If you touch, it immediately disappears.
Hold on, you can see 1 foot or taller, you can be thin, fat, or in between. I can't change my body type. Okay, I see it now.
The changes wrought by the spell fail to hold up to physical inspection. For example, if you use a spell as a hat to your outfit, objects pass through the hat.
Oh my god.
So that failed.
So what happens?
Rewind.
Yeah, rewind. We gotta rewind. Okay.
Should I go for the next bad idea?
So
I'm still going in the
Aries, baby Aries runs in the tent, and Redhead goes to pick her up and grabs a pair of legs, and is very confused because there is clearly a child there. Does she have the spell? Oh.
Question.
Been exposed to the spell.
Can my dragon sting her back and try to grab the necklace from her?
Sure. Does the stinging do anything, or it's just...
Yes. It's a attack, and then they must make a DC 12 con saving, or become poisoned for 1 hour. If the saving throw fails by 5 or more, they fall unconscious.
Okay. What kind of save again?
First I have to land a hit, and then it's a con save for 11.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and...
Well, that probably didn't hit. 11? Unless it's
No, it
advantage.
does not hit. I mean...
Because it is from behind, I'm guessing.
Yeah. She has no idea you're there, so sure.
Okay, 18.
18, okay, that hit. And she rolled a... What was it? It was wisdom?
Con.
Oh.
Con.
It was con? Okay. So that's
What
5,
is this?
that's a 7.
So...
It doesn't
She falls
fail by-
unconscious. I think. No,
Oh,
she does not fall unconscious, but she is poisoned, because it's 5, not 4.
Okay. Yeah. That was so close. She has +2 con. I actually made her a character sheet because I knew something was like this was gonna happen. I knew it was not going according to plan. You were just supposed to. This is why I don't plan.
Okay,
Um,
as she's like grabbing my legs, I'm just gonna try to like gently take the necklace off of her and like get out of her grasp.
Sleight of hand?
sleight of hand at disadvantage.
Oh, crumbs! How do I do sleight of hand?
Hi
Dex.
Jenna, what is up?
4?
All I caught was
Sleight of hand,
RE.
got you.
4 box?
That's B.
15.
R. C. B. Oh, sorry. Be right back. Okay.
Oh.
I have
I'm sorry.
15.
It's very one-dimensional from how you're doing it. It looks like safe. Anyways, Ari, whoever was
15.
talking
15. Sleight of hand, 15.
at dis.
Wait, at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, at disadvantage.
Sorry, didn't know that.
Yeah.
11.
11. Okay. I was like 15. Wow, you must have rolled high. Okay. You don't manage to take it off.
Worth a shot.
But she lets go of your things though as she is stung in the back, and she goes and goes over to one of the tables where there's a bowl and throws up in the bowl. It's just like, what is going on? You have successfully freaked her out because there's a baby that's not a baby, and all of a sudden she got stung in the back.
I'm guessing my dragon flees at this point because it is not a fighty person. Although
Okay,
she does, I think. Let me check real fast. I don't know how poison works.
Neither do
At
we.
the start of her turn, it deals damage, I think.
Okay.
No,
Would that have to make the con save to fall asleep again, or no?
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I searched poison. I forgot to add 5E. It said help is available. Speak with someone today. And it gives me the phone number for American Control Centers. And I'm like, that's not what I
Oh
wanted.
wait, if she's poisoned, she has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna look. I also have a card. I realized. I have a card that tells me poison. I have charmed, restrained. There we go. Poisoned. Yeah, that's literally it. So there's none of the other stuff.
Okay.
But she does throw up because I think that's funny.
Agreed. It is funny.
So yeah, she
turns
puking.
around and she's like has her hands on the table and she's looking around. And she's like she starts shooing away the child. It's like shoot, go, get away from here.
I undisguise myself real quick.
You undisguise yourself?
Yeah.
What?
I'd rather just be honest. I don't want to freak her out too much.
Okay.
You just
She stares at you wide-eyed, breathing heavily. She's already kind of scared because she just got stabbed in the back, honestly.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am,
take
I'm
the
just gonna try
necklace
to
down.
take a moment and just talk with her.
Okay.
Ma'am, I swear, I just meant to take your necklace. That's it.
Yeah, that's a great way to
was
start
an
the conversation.
I did not know.
Sneak back up, like to the back of the tent and come in and just like whack her on the back of the head,
Sure.
knock her unconscious. Okay.
Well, no, not exactly, because she's currently,
Freaking
she's standing to
out.
where she can see like the entire tent, because
Okay.
she's basically has her back to a table which is against the tent wall.
Okay. Can I send in my magic soul pet in one direction, so she looks in that direction instead, then sneak up behind her and knock her out?
Yep. You're gonna have to roll me a stealth though.
Stealth to me.
Welcome,
Yes.
Brassy. We're on a mission to knock her out.
And
Bro.
Oh my gosh.
okay, well, like I don't know what aliens is doing, okay, and it's just like
I'm just trying to be reasonable. Like-
Okay.
Jeff, bless you. I'm sorry. This is too much even for me. Like,
What is your?
So-
What did you roll?
What?
What did?
Am I supposed to roll with disadvantage? Or
Yes,
am I
'cause you
supposed to
have
use
your
disadvantage
armor.
Too? Okay.
At least, like before you sent the sword in, you didn't have a chance of sneaking up on her, but now you have a.
But I still have rolled disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay, I only got 11 on stealth.
And yet she rolled a 6.
woof.
Okay.
So I guess she's hyper focused on purple-haired Ares, the sword swinging in. She actually grabs out her dagger and is kind of like pointing it at or she's not pointing it at, she's kind of like blocking if the sword were to come at her.
Rabio, stop the sword.
I'm knocking her unconscious first, okay? The sword is a distraction, okay? That's what.
Okay.
Okay.
This poor lady.
Like,
I can't believe this. Continue.
what are you supposed to do? Like, I don't know what's happening.
No,
Talk?
it's fine. At the end of the session, I'll tell you what I expected to happen, and then you can see how off track you got.
I'm expecting we're supposed to walk in, talk to her, find out some sort of thing, find out about the necklace, and essentially go from there, find out about the resistance that's happening, which we don't know anything about. Team up with her in some sort of fashion, and something like that.
Basically.
Okay.
Cool. It's okay though. It's okay.
Whenever Ailey's trying to talk to her, you were just like, "Oh, that's bad. We don't want that to happen." And so Ailey's just falls.
That's because you've already messed it up before that, but it's fine. You're going to go knock her out. Go ahead, roll the hit. What are you hitting her with, though?
Just like the hilt of my soul.
Okay, good. It's like if you do a sharp object, you're not gonna knock her out. It's gonna damage her.
You can also do the flat of the blade.
Yeah. So just a hell of a sword.
What do I roll?
As if you were going to attack with your sword.
Alright, 16 to hit.
Nice.
This barely hits. So you come up, you reach over one of the people laying down on the bed. Thankfully they're asleep so they don't see it, and you whack her in the head and she crumples to the floor.
Who did?
Hearing the noise, seeing my companion fly out the back, I approach the tent as well.
Okay. So, as you enter the tent from the back, I assume, you see Ravio holding his sword like this, and the redhead like crumpled up on the floor, knocked out. Ares is just standing there looking like she's trying to plead, and Jack the sword is just flying there menacingly.
Jack, you can stop that now. Like, you're good. Like, I said it. She's unconscious now. You don't need to keep acting, okay? This is why we talked about you're not good enough to be in drama, okay? You can't read social cues, okay?
Yeah.
Jack is like this, and then he goes, "Aw."
Really?
I just look on an utter
kind of
befuddlement.
droops a little bit. He likes doing that, and then comes and like sheaths himself in your backpack.
Brilliant.
I just walk in, sort of freeze, and then look onward in utter befuddlement. Like, what the?
It's not my fault.
At this point, Lucy, you get the idea that the mission has been accomplished, and you can peek your head in. I don't know if she's back yet, but
Ailey's plan wasn't working.
Ares goes ahead and like
I
takes
hear
it
them
off.
outside the tent, guys.
Ares
My
just
problem
takes the
is
necklace.
you hear someone say, "Florence, are you okay?"
Yes.
I
Good. and the guy who was speaking, kind of his head just kind of rolls over and he closes his eyes.
Okay, night night. Ares
Let's
takes
have
the necklace and puts it.
Accents.
Oh my god.
All right. So,
Aries has the necklace.
okay.
Okay.
Borko comes in at this moment because they were distracted by a plan or something at the time, and examines it and says, "Yeah, this is the real deal."
Shall we head out before we cause any more chaos?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. We gotta
Okay.
give him some gold. Okay. I dropped gold last time for my mistakes. Ravio, you dropped gold this time.
Okay, I gave like potions of healing cost like 50 gold, okay? And I gave her 2 of them. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
the
yeah.
least size, okay? Like,
And she
fine,
gave
I'll
you back-
I'll leave a bit of gold, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll leave like
Ooh.
5 gold, okay?
Somehow I
Nice.
don't think that fixes things, but oh well.
Okay, she's just unconscious for a bit.
Awesomeness.
We've got the necklace.
Here,
the
okay.
only one who's implicated is Aries.
Yes.
because That's the only person she saw who was like super weird. So yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go and like leave some gold there for her too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. And let's get out of here.
Okay.
I shoot them out and I try to sneak one of the golds into my pocket.
Oh God.
Like as they're like exiting, I stay behind slightly and grab
Okay.
one.
Go
one.
ahead and make a sleight of hand check at advantage, and everyone else just make a straight. Or no, we're just gonna try to beat everyone's passive perception because I don't think you're.
Okay. 17.
Yeah, you beat everyone's passive perception. So you successfully steal one of those gold pieces back.
Ha.
So yeah, the amount I'm dropping for her is just like 10 gold pieces, just because I
Okay.
feel really bad.
Okay. So if you ever meet her again, you get something about 14. All right. So do you guys decide to go back the way you came? What do you try to follow this trail? What are you doing?
I don't know
I
which
say we
thing
follow the trail.
because I think I missed
Robin,
the last
can you
session.
be real? Like,
Hmm?
can we have like an idea where like the other one is?
No. That's the only one you had any idea of. Yes, Sha?
I suggest we follow the trail. Oh, go ahead.
Discovered this one, or was there another one that I saw because my investigation was high?
You found the with your passive and
I think you
your
told us about
passive
two. but we don't know
investigation
about
you
one.
just found. Did I tell you about two?
I think you told us about 2, but I think our characters only
Yeah, like
found
one was like a waterfall, and then the other was different.
Oh, it was in the book. We knew a vague idea, not where it was. If I remember correctly.
Oh, was it Asrani's cape?
Maybe.
Because Asrani's cape is known to have been in a noble family possession, so there's no like known spot for it.
Yeah. We may as well just like go up the trail.
Perhaps we should go on the trail and gather more information.
So let me just give you a general idea of where you're at. So, you guys traveled previous session from Trolleyville to the town of Kayrith. Or, well, close to it. Kayrith is like on the mountain. And you're kind of in the valley at the base of it. And that's where the waterfall like literally flows out of the city, or into out of the mountain into the city, down a river, and then out down the side of the city.
Yeah.
To the base, which is where you guys found the fake. So you guys have kind of walked around the base of the mountain near where Kayrith is. Kayrith is the spot where there is the other spot where there is known activity from the nightmare. There is a giant, say like a greenish, I think, shield, like surrounding, like force field shield surrounding the whole thing, and Aries, Lucy, and Ravia would recognize this from the clairvoyance vision that Twyla shared, where some of the bad guys were able to go through.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Including
Yeah.
that one really big bird that Ravio recognized. So you guys are at the base of that mountain. That's where you found the flower.
So up on the mountain is more enemies, right?
Probably.
Does the trail lead into the mountain area?
You can't really tell from where you're at.
Nice. Sorry, I'm going down to the trail. I gotta see this resistance. If we can, like, make an army, like, you know, we have a chance.
We? Never.
All right, so, go ahead and make a survival check.
Survival check, now.
Try to navigate it.
Oh boy.
Everybody?
19!
Just whoever's in the lead, which I guess is
Nin-
Aries. 19, wow. The DC was 17, so good job.
Ooh.
You've had so much issues in the past with getting lost. You're starting to get a little better at it. You were able to
Never
follow
eat
this
soggy
trail.
waffles.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
Yep.
Sure. And to the rest of you, if you just follow Erin, if you want to try to like double check that she's going the right way, y'all can make a. But if you're just following Aries, it kind of it looks like she's going nowhere. But she seems to be walking with purpose.
Survival.
It's a survival check. If you don't trust Aries.
My character is gonna roll definitely then.
Yeah, I figured.
11.
I care too much to completely trust Aries at this point, so... What is it again?
Survival check.
Survival. I'm good on survival.
Okay.
10. Not that
All
great.
right. If you rolled above a 17, you can kind of make out the path that Aries is going. If you rolled below that, it looks just like you're walking through the forest aimlessly. But Lucy, I believe, rolled a 19, so you're like,
Yes.
as you go, you're kind of just like, oh, okay, I see where we're going. I see what's going on now.
Come on, guys, I got it.
But to Ravio and Celine, it looks like you've been walking in circles. You haven't because you haven't like made it back to the medicine tent yet. But like it feels like you've passed that tree.
Does Ravio speak up? That it seems like we're going in circles.
I mean, he would probably recognize that he knows that these trees are different, so he knows they're getting away, which is kind of what they want at the moment. So.
Okay. So my character is seeing that at least one person seems to know where they're going, and then one competent person seems to know that we're going somewhere good.
Oh, shut it.
From my character's point of view, of course.
Yeah.
No, it's fair.
She goes along.
All right. So as you head along, you eventually break out of the forest, and the trail, a little ways off, becomes very clear. All of you can tell there is a path that goes up the mountain, and you notice off to your right in the distance, there seems to be a battle of some sort going on.
We're joining. I'm just like running into the battle.
It is a decent amount. It's like 3 miles away. You can be able to.
Never mind. I'm walking to the battle.
Aries just turns off the path and starts walking towards the battle. What do the rest of you do?
I stand there and I watch it walk because I'm not.
Guys, I need help.
Aries, dear, what are we here to do?
Get in trouble? Sorry.
That
Sadly,
is so in
dear,
character.
Oh my lord, I'm sorry.
That is so in character.
But yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, we can like, look up on their bodies and like, get loot.
Where there's death, or where there's battle, there's death, and where there's death, There's a profit to be made, so I don't see why
Exactly.
not.
Deposits to be made.
See, Celine even
On a
gets
more
it. Lizard
serious
gets
note,
it.
if there's a battle, there could be someone fighting Nightmare's forces.
AKA more good things. Let's go.
Again, Ravio, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oof, 11.
You notice the other side of the battle is a little too hard to see, but you notice that the troops closest to you are wearing muted colors. They're dark and deep blue and gray, the colors of the Nightmare.
It looks like there are some of Nightmare's troops there, so...
We
You
can
can't
attack
tell
them
what's
from.
on the other side.
We can attack them from behind.
But the problem is, if this is...
There's
Yeah.
also like hundreds of soldiers.
Never mind.
Yeah. If the other side is not on our side, then we would help them. Only to we don't know who Nightmare could be fighting against.
Okay, hold on. Do we have the? Oh, I'm thinking like maybe if we just like cause a fire like all around them, because
I do
that's
have
what
a
I do.
darkness spell, but it's not for large combat, guys. I don't think it's wise unless we wait until the battle actually fades to join.
True. Up the mountain it is.
If there's hundreds of people, it's literally gonna be like hundreds of feet. Especially if we're talking D&D rules, where each person takes up a 5-foot square. That's like 500 feet.
I say we come back another day.
We can't. With this many people, I don't think we can risk fight today.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and just there is
Yeah.
about an equal amount on like the other side. You just can't really make out who
What
at all.
Yeah.
Can't make out what kind of creatures, what clothes they're wearing.
What if
'Cause it's
Nightmare's
not-
having a silver wall? We can't risk it.
Nice. Brilliant.
Oh gosh.
We don't want to be the one to come up there and to help solve the problems on who they want to fight for them. You know.
Amen.
That would be an idea.
Up the mountain we go.
Very well. I don't
We're
see a
walking
better option
to the
presenting
top,
itself.
to the top, to the top. Yeah, we're
Continue up
walking
the
to
mountain.
top. Imagine match break.
You realize it's gonna take the better part of the day to get all the way up here. Y'all continue?
Yep.
We're walking to the top.
Alright.
To the top, to the top. Yes,
So you start to get within view of the city itself. You're still decent ways away from it. You can't really make out too many people, and they probably can't make you out. You can see the shield, the force field shield in all its glory. It is huge because it's literally going from like the base of the cliff that the city's on, so it's kind of like an out jutting. And it goes up, and it goes like over like the highest. Like there's a castle here. It goes over the highest, and it's like huge.
Dang.
And a few about halfway between you and the city is where the line to get into the city starts, and you notice there's all manner of beasts here, but they all have the similar, the blacks, the dark blues, the grays.
I mean, naturally, I am gray, so.
Lucy can make out that there seems to be some sort of checkpoints at the where the force field meets the road. As if they're like, because the line's like moves forward every few minutes by like a space. So, like there's clearly some kind of checkpoint there. What do you do?
I'm probably gonna like tap on the back of like someone who seems kind of friendly or like not as threatening, and just ask them like, what's the line for?
Yeah, nobody fits that description at all in line.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna like. Actually, I'm gonna try to like disguise myself as like one of those guys, like just as one of their
Okay.
species, and
Okay,
just
I
like
mean,
act big and tough.
all right. Well, there are hobgoblins. There are some of the bat boys. There's a giant bird person in line. Like there are twice the size of you. Um, I
I'll do
think
a
what other
I'll do a bat boy.
I forget what else is probably in line.
Would I know about this area?
There's some dragons. Dragonborn. I mean, what are you asking?
Would I know about this area? Or at least not know of
Um,
it like in sight, but know of it from information.
I mean, you've never been you hadn't gotten up the ranks enough to come here and like work in this area, but you would like know about it, kind of like high
Like heard of it
ranking
through word of
officials.
mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's the place that all new recruits want to get eventually, kind of deal.
I say.
Um,
I whispered to my companions, "This is probably the area of our training grounds of the nightmare. I wouldn't suggest heading there. Probably not
Can
a
we
good
just
option.
like couldn't we just lie and say like, hey, we want to join?
Not unless you want to be turned paler and get a new complexion."
Never mind. Let's go back to the battlefield.
I would. I'm gonna message Joel real quick, so make sure you check your DMs. Um,
What's a nightmare symbol? This is just an artistic question.
um, let me finish messaging this message, and then I will tell you because that's gonna take me a little bit.
All good.
We're marching to the top, to the top, to the top. Yeah, we're marching to the top of Dragon Mountain. Up, 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 up. There is no place to hide, 'cause the dragon lurks inside.
All right. The nightmare symbol.
So they won't let us inside the Nightmare City without turning us into those creatures, is what I'm understanding.
Not unless you have a valid reason or a good argument to persuade them.
Well, I might have a good amount of arguments. I shake my money bag.
Nice.
How do I don't really know how to. I'm trying to like find like a picture that will look something like it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just do a rough sketch real quick. So just
Okay.
Amen.
show you that.
This is this is the Nightmare's training ground. If we need to stop the Nightmare, this would be a good place to do that.
That's true. Hold on, I'm just gonna do a quick prayer check. So, religion.
Okay.
22.
Okay, give me one moment. I don't like that looks. So these are really, really bad drawings, but it's kind of like a crest, but the crest crest shape, but it's like dragon wings on the
Okay.
side. And then like a horn, maybe like a unicorn horn kind of thing in the middle. I don't really
Unicorn horn?
or something like that. Something that signifies magic and dragon combined.
Magic dragons. No, that's a magic
That's
dragon.
kind of that's kind of like that's the kind of idea.
Is like, hold on.
Ooh.
Yes, but like the wings are more folded in.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aries tries to go ahead and have a quick convo with Jeff.
Okay, what is she saying?
Any advice? We are kind of stuck here.
You can be like, oh, you can hear Jeff being like, oh, hold on. Okay, found you. Definitely get in there. Definitely want to go in there.
Okay,
Love some
okay.
chaos. I love some chaos. Well, make sure it's good chaos. So if this thing takes over, I won't be able to have enough chaos.
I know.
Was there a certain kind of advice you wanted? That seems like he was very distracted before you called him, essentially.
Yes.
So he's like, what?
Basically, so we saw like this army from this guy, and I was thinking like, oh yeah, we'll just go and get them. However, it was like hundreds of people, and we realized, wait, that's a dumb idea. And then we come up here, and then we realize, oh wait, this isn't any better. We're kind of in the middle of like we don't know what to do.
You feel yourself transform. You're, instead of having purple fiery hair, you kind of actually black locks that kind of come down to about like elbow length.
What?
And you realize you now have like gray wings behind you, kind of, they're gargoyle like. And you now have like normal looking legs instead of satyr legs. And he's like, yeah, there you go. That should help you get through. The one is really similar for your party mates. Like, kind of just like blend in, and you'll be good.
Thanks.
Basically, he casts this guy's self on you and for you.
That is awesome, honestly.
So while Aries is praying, you notice this transformation, how she now looks like a gargoyle person.
That is flipping awesome. This looks.
If we disguise ourselves, well, I guess I have an idea. I pull out my wolf elf and stick it up like this, so like
nice.
Stick it out there.
All right.
If that helps make me look intimidating. Also, I got magic pockets or something, because like I'm carrying a lot of stuff that I don't think I should legitimately be able to carry. Because if I've got magic pockets and I'm actually holding this stuff, I've got a few crates that I'm carrying, so I could act like I'm a delivery guy for the nightmare.
I'm gonna say, just in generally in this world, backpacks are enchanted to hold any amount of weight. Okay. So if you can make it fit in a normal sized backpack, you could theoretically be carrying it.
Okay.
But it would have to physically fit in there because it's not a bag of holding.
Okay. So this is Blue Lion Shield Crate.
Okay.
I don't know when this was from. So
that is from the very beginning of the campaign.
Okay.
So you might have a few small boxes, but you probably don't have any of the full size crates with you.
Well, so yeah, my plan then I've got a bit of a look now. I'll carry these crates in and say, well, we can all carry a few of these crates in, maybe. I've got a few of these. So we could say we're delivering something. That might help us get in.
Probably.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm going to show you about approximately how big they probably would be to fit in your backpack.
I've got a bit of a look now.
Yeah, that'd be fitting.
So you probably have you could have a few of these that are about this size.
Okay.
Right? So they're not very big. So you might have like 3 of them total. So you could probably get away with carrying them, but...
So yeah, I'll carry them. I think the wolf helps me fit in more among these types.
Okay, here's...
One thing I've learned in a childhood of adventuring is no one cares for the delivery boy.
Nice.
Alright.
Aries is gonna take a moment grab some mud and dirt and just like swipe it all over Rabio's face just to kind of give him a dirty, rugged look.
Nice, nice.
Because authenticity.
Uh-huh.
Alright, what does...
And I wipe it like a bit more like so it's like war paint looking more
Yeah.
than that. Then
Do
just, like,
that.
she just splashes on my face. I'm like, alright, we'll keep this. But keep it striped like that. Give it a little no.
I love it. Brilliant.
I use my hat because I took that off to the Will Seller, but I'll clean this later.
Nice.
Alright, what does Celine do?
He's naturally a dragon.
She?
Yeah. So do you
More
just
like
go as
Lucy.
yourself?
I change up my hair a little bit and add a little bit of face marking so I look like a different dragon.
Okay.
More.
Okay.
So that I'm not
What-
recognized as someone in their ranks higher up. 'Cause
Okay.
That'd be a bit odd.
Okay.
Okay.
And what does
for-
Lucy do?
I cast disguise self as well and hide and try to like camouflage within the surroundings.
So, do you disguise as like somebody similar to somebody in line, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can be, look like a bat boy or bat girl, a gargoyle, a blackbird person, who's the other one? Or a dragonborn.
We'll do a Batgirl.
Yeah. So the four of you, I assume, get in line, and eventually there are some people who come up behind you, and so the line still stays about the same length as you get going, and you come to the front, and this little he's a little stout, grumpy little gargoyle man, and he's like, name. And he looks at you, Joel, not Flavio. Name?
Lavio, just got some boxes I've gotta deliver to someone.
Ah! Nice. Mainland stuff. Alright, go in. And you try to walk and you kind of bounce off the force field and you say, ah! Stupid force field. And he starts, there's this, like, box behind him. And he starts, like, pounding the box. And then you hear a... And then he's like, go on. And you're able to walk through this time. And he's like, name to Ares. Ares.
Whose turn is it? I didn't understand it.
It's Ares. So Ares is next, and the little gargoyle man goes, name?
Ares.
Hey.
In that
He's like,
voice as well.
you cute girl. What's your purpose?
Okay, I did not understand a word. It's all glitchy.
He asked what he called you
Hold
cute.
on.
Okay.
Your disguise self.
Because he's a little gargoyle man, and then she's a gargoyle woman, or looks like one, and so he's trying to hit on her. But gargoyles are horrible at hitting on people. Are you there, Olivia?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
Okay.
It was really glitchy on me, and I didn't understand a word you said.
That's okay. So the gargoyle looks up at you, and you can almost see the heart eyes he makes, because you look like a female gargoyle. And he's like, hey, hot thing, what's your purpose here? Looking for a man? I'm available.
I am not. I'm here to serve the nightmare. Just very.
All right, and he
stone-like.
pulls out a piece of paper, hands it to you, and he's like, my number. Hit me up, girl. Go ahead. The number is his address, by the way. It's not, they don't have phone numbers, it's his address. So you're able to get through. And then Celine comes up and he's like, name?
That's why Jeff chose this form exactly. Bet.
Yes. Yes.
Cinder, I was sent here for training.
Alright. Congratulations on the promotion. Hope to see you around. Go ahead, go on through.
I walk on through.
Alright. And then finally Lucy comes up and he's like, name?
Vanessa.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Convert, I see. And purpose?
Research.
You one of them visors, ain't ya?
Yes.
Alrighty. Pass on through, and you try to go through, and it kind of blocks you, and he's like, what the freaking heck? And bangs on the box again. Go ahead. Name? And the line keeps moving now that you guys have all gotten through.
Brilliant.
So you are now in the CAK rent, and there's a couple houses on the side as you walk through. Probably where the guards sleep and whatever, until you're able to get to the town square. Like everything else that has been taken over by the nightmare, it's very dark here. All the houses are made of like gray stone. The roofs are all like blue and purple. It's very dreary, it's very dark, but all the creatures here seem to be pretty at home. There doesn't seem to be anybody left from original, just all the nightmares creatures. There you can tell, you can kind of tell from where you're at where you can go to like downtown, uptown, Chinatown. It's not actually Chinatown, but it's like their version of Chinatown.
No, Chinatown.
They call
like
it Chinatown because there's a lot of China sold there.
Exactly.
Which has nothing. It just randomly happened to also be called China. It's actually it's where the from the nation of Chi-Chi, they migrated to Questori from Chi-Chi. It's like they used to call it Chi-Chi Town, but it just didn't roll off the tongue very well. And Chi-Chi is known for their China, so they call it Chinatown.
That's brilliant.
And you can tell if you go uptown, you can get to like the main castle. Uptown's is where all like normally where all the nobility live, the fancy people. Downtown's your typical like downtown is where all the working class usually is. You're on like the town square, so where all like all the cool markets are, and of course like a lot of the shops are like closed or have like different names slapped over the original names. But you do see there is a Gnome Depot still like up and running.
Yeah, okay, I'm going up there and I'm buying some junk.
I have no idea how it's still running.
It's just gnomes apparently like they're just the nightmare forces didn't care too much. What the heck? What was that?
I don't know.
Something like fell, but there's nothing on the ground, so I don't know what happened.
Ghost.
Anyways, ghosts. Yes. What would you like to do?
Money. I want to spend my money.
Okay, you want to go to Gnome Depot? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have the sorry. Shopping table?
While you're looking at that, here's a little outfit I was trying to work on for Celine that she'd probably wear.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I probably shared it at some point. Let me look through. Oh, would have been. Of course, it would have been shopping. Frick. Okay, I forgot I had that tab.
Bruh.
All of this is just randomness stuff that happened.
No, I get you.
Oh my gosh, this is horrible. Okay. Stop.
Oh, I have 2 viewers. I don't know where the second viewer is coming from. Yay.
Well.
There's someone watching, I don't know who.
Nice. Ba-doop-ba-doop. I'm gonna spend my money, but I literally left 10 gold pieces for the wounded nurse.
But hey, you got like 90 pieces from that
I'm
gnome.
the one guy, but
Yeah.
it's depleting fast. Is all I'm saying.
You
I'm
didn't
gonna
have
need
to leave
skill
10
bar.
gold.
All I'm saying is that like I'm gonna need to do the same sort of thing again at some point. You know,
Oh
just
my
getting.
gosh. Ah! Knew
Wow.
I'd find it. Okay, I'm just going to pin that. So y'all should be able to find it now.
Just like Discord chat, I assume.
Yeah, it's pinned in D&D stuff.
Got you. It's a map.
That should not be a map.
Alright, what place are we at? What kind of
You
shop
are
is
at it's basically like a blacksmith
Oh wow, I see it.
place.
Blacksmith Armory? Okay.
Yes. It is. It's a urban locale. So if it has an X under urban locale, you'll be able to buy it. There is
Shop catalog. Got it.
the cost is at the normal price. So it's mostly like the adventuring gear stuff. That's where that's most of the stuff you see here, but there is like a small section on one. If that makes sense. Like there's tons of like wood planks, gray bricks are all the rage, right? So basically like think Home Depot, but like the section that has all those tools is like the armor.
Got you. Okay. So GP is gold pieces, right?
Yes, it is the normal cost.
Got you.
Okay. So is there like it says where it has an X into it that in urban locale that means it's in stock?
Yes.
Okay.
So what again?
They're looking at the blacksmith / armory part.
Yeah.
If there is an X under urban locale, that means they have it there. Okay. And the price is the normal. We're under where it says cost normal.
Got you. Thank you.
Yes. This thing makes shopping so much easier because trying to come up with stuff is so hard.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right here, right now. Aries is going to purchase 2 sickles. So that's 2 gold pieces.
That is a sickle. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know the sickles.
I realized that was a thing.
Oof.
I mean, there are other shops in town if you guys want to look around.
Hold on. Can I sell stuff here?
You can. However, they're gonna buy it for like the cheap price. Gotta make a profit, you know.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I
mean, you can try haggling, but
Because there's something here I do want. If I could get split armor, I think that is slightly more. That's like 17 AC compared to the 16 AC armor I have now.
Okay.
But it's 200, right? Because it's normal cost.
Yeah, normal cost. What are you looking at?
Splint armor.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so it'd be 200.
Okay. And so it says I have total amount is 174 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So alright, well, so if I wanted to sell the gold candle holder, how much would I get for it? There's a few things I want.
Is there a price attached to it?
Okay,
Probably
so no. So I've got a few things. I've got gold candle holder, gold tooth, jeweled letter opener, which says it's worth a lot of gold. It doesn't have a price on it.
Okay.
Halodoct, which it says it's 15 gold. And I've got some silverware.
Okay, you're gonna want to go to JC Copperpiece. They are a jeweler store, which will take that.
Okay.
Give me a second. I am writing down some of the places. These are chain. There's a lot of chains here. So
I could go to the other store, then come back, and if I get enough gold, I can come back here to buy the armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a magic item shop?
Give me a second.
You're good.
Yeah. The 2 sickles are probably all I'm going to buy for the now before I, you know. Like, if there's a leather workshop, you know dang well I'm going to buy a drum. Okay, that's just what I'm going to do. Just for the fun of it.
Or never mind, because it's too expensive for me to even buy anything.
You were asking for a what shop?
Magical item shop, but it's too expensive for me.
Item. Oh. Yeah.
Because even cantrip stuff is 50 in the average.
Oh yeah. Yeah, everything around here is normal price.
Yeah, and I don't have a lot of money compared to everyone else, it looks like.
You have to steal, bro. You have to steal.
Lavio's only been in like one of the shops doing like the whole time.
Oh yeah.
So like I have a good amount of money. Not quite enough to buy this better set of armor, but like almost. So if I could just sell a few things, that's what I would like to do. Sell a few things, see if I can, and get just enough to buy the armor I need.
Okay, I'm changing some names because I thought of better ones.
Nice.
Are you watching that illegally?
I'm not watching anything. Oh, are you talking to Trey?
Yeah.
Oh, what's he watching?
A Mario movie.
Yes. You don't have to blame him, okay? It's a good movie. Oh, he's finally watching the movie! Finally!
I watched it the day after it came out. I would have watched opening night. I just had work, but
yeah.
If there's another place specifically you want to go, I can come up with that probably because I'd assume like all of these places probably exist here.
There's not a whole lot which I can buy that I don't already have or that I can't afford.
So,
okay, so
Robbio, I'm assuming you're gonna want to go to, what did I end up saying? 13 dwarven guys.
To sell the gold and jewelry.
Okay.
And then I'll probably come back to Gnome Depot to get
All right.
armor.
All right. So they're gonna. So what are you trying to sell them?
Alright.
What are you trying to
got a
sell?
gold candle holder. If you remember that time,
Okay.
that time I broke a golden chandelier to get one part of it broke off.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Um. Um. They will give you 4 gold pieces for the gold candle holder.
Okay.
What else do you want to sell?
I got a golden tooth.
A golden tooth.
Yeah, I don't know who I got it from, but
They'll give you 5 silver for that because it's so
okay.
small.
Okay. Okay, then I've got see, a jeweled letter opener with a lot of gold.
Jeweled. You remember where you got that from?
No. I think
I remember specifically saying. We were specifically putting that because I didn't want you to know how much it was worth.
I think it was something a bit more recent.
Okay, so it's probably Candlekeep.
Probably. I think it, yeah, might have been like the big dungeon or something. I'm not sure, but.
Okay.
I suppose it's possible within the library, but I don't think so.
I found it. They will give you 20 gold pieces for that.
Okay then. Alright, and then let's see. One more thing I've got. I got some silverware.
Just some silverware.
Yeah.
They'll give you 7 silver for that.
Alright. Okay, so gold, 11 silver, 12 silver. Let me add that to my total.
They will also, like, if you want, they will help you trade it out so you have mostly gold pieces if you want.
Yeah, huh. Well, okay. So, like, you mean, like, trade in my, silver and copper and stuff and turn it into gold pieces?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I guess I can do that then,
Yeah, they're willing to do that for you.
Okay, so, how do I adjust that in my D&D? Just go, 500 copper minus plus 5 gold?
Yeah.
Okay, 10 silver equals 1 gold, so minus 300 silver plus 30 gold.
What?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, it still says my total amount of gold is the same, so.
Yeah.
Alright. Electrum is 2 per gold, so
you divide it into.
So 58, 29. So 29 gold. Okay, I'm at 100 and. Wait, let's see.
Oh wait, 1 gold piece equals 2 electrum pieces. That's a dog. Or maybe you times it by 2.
I figured it out. I'm still at 199.
Okay.
Let's
I was
see.
like,
If
I
I
think
then
you did
do,
it wrong.
if I then do minus 50 copper, minus 5 silver, that is another gold. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm at 199 gold. Okay.
If you're too short for something, you can try to haggle.
Okay. Well, how about I go back to Gnome Depot and I sell my scimitar? It's worth 25.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
25 gold.
no, they take the cheap price, so they will give you 18.
18.
Yeah,
Well,
they sell for the cheap price. You buy for the normal price.
Okay.
They're like
well,
it's used, man. We can't.
Yeah, I do think I stole this off the goblin or something.
Probably.
Okay, so now I have 217. Let me just go ahead and delete everything that I sold from my inventory.
Yes, please do.
I get so many random things in here. But you know, it's worked out, you know, really well. Like, I never use any of this stuff in my inventory, and then it's like just one time, like I've used like everything. The shield crates, all the money stuff, all the potions and stuff I got.
Yeah.
I mean, the potions worked out.
I finally used the wolf pelt.
You did finally.
Nice.
Well, this is the second time you used it. You used it to sleep too. Remember?
Right.
Oh yeah, but then we stole it.
Alright, so now I can buy the scale, what was it? The splints.
What?
The splint.
I got distracted by the boots you were wearing.
What's that?
You were wearing jump boot. Your boots of striding and springing. I was like, oh, what's this? I forgot about this.
Yeah, that allows me to not be slow. I think I still have dispensing stealth, but I can still super athletic. I can still do flips while wearing heavy armor.
Nice.
Yes.
And so it's saying I need to have, like, when it says strength 15, that means I just need my strength needs to be at least 15 to wear it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I put
Your
on
strength is
splits.
18, so you're good.
I take off chainmail, and so now my armor's gone up by 1. If I sell chainmail, how much does
Chainmail?
They give me the cheap cost?
Yeah, it gives you the cheap cost. So that's the one in the middle.
Okay, well, let's see. If I lose 200 gold, I pay 200 gold for this.
Like I said, you can always try to haggle. We can roleplay some haggling. See if you succeed.
I tried haggling in real life casting, I failed. I don't want to haggle and fail DD too. So yeah, I'll just sell my chainmail back to the cheap price then. That way I have some money. How much is it again? 56?
Chain?
Yeah, chainmail.
You're selling chain. You get 38 gold piece.
What?
Oh
Chain
wait,
mail.
oh okay, sorry. It is 56. Yes.
Okay.
I was like, it's right next to scale mail. Okay.
Alright, and then we will
Chain shirt or chain mail?
chainmail. Yeah.
Cool.
It's a full armor. Like I'm just trying to be kind of a tank, I guess. I'm a fighter, you
You're
know?
very much a tank. It was already hard to hit you, and you're making. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make it almost impossible to hit you soon.
You could also just use what is it? The ones where they have to roll themselves, the save ones. Use spells that require saves instead of attacks.
Oh, that's true. Yes. Yes.
Because that ignores your AC.
Yep. Yeah. I haven't done. You guys haven't gone up against many spellcasters. The BBEG is gonna be a spellcaster, clearly, but.
Okay, like I saw like titles of YouTube videos where it's called BBEG.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to stand for?
Big bad
Big
evil guy.
bad evil guy.
Evil guy. BBG? That's a terrible. That's a terrible acronym. Okay.
It's BBEG.
No, you gotta come up with something like
big bad evil guy.
Yeah.
like.
It's so universal.
Yeah, big bad evil guy.
I don't know. Like it needs to be pronounceable. You know, you can't just say BBEG. You gotta say it's gotta be like something you can say like that. You know,
You
like
just
bed,
did.
You know.
BBG.
Yeah,
So
but
WCC is valid?
Yeah, I mean that's not the greatest. I'll give you that. But it's like a lot of things. At least it's like only 3, but like 4. It's like it's gotta be something like NASA. You know, sonar. Like laser, these kinds of things, you know. It's like
It's a big.
big. Then you got a big,
Big.
arduous, bad, evil guy or something. I don't know. You gotta put another vowel in there, man. Like it's gotta be something a bit
Big,
better,
enveloping,
you know?
bad, evil guy.
Yeah, that sounds good. The bag.
The bag.
That's not the greatest because it is
The bag,
well,
of
a bit
course.
Better, yeah.
It's called the bag.
No, it's the bag, actually. It's the bag.
The bag.
Big evil guy.
The bag.
Yeah. Text me when you need to get back in. Yeah, text me when you get back in. Do you have the phone
Yeah.
number of anyone else in here? Okay. Well, yeah, I guess text me. Knock on the windows really loud, please. You can knock on this window, but if like I don't hear it or something, just like start knocking down on all the other windows, and eventually someone will open it. So.
That's one way. That's
Did
one
he
way.
turn up his be knocked on?
Did that ever happen to you? Well, I mean, you were never on. Were you ever on the first level, Jenna?
Wasn't I was on the second.
Yeah.
The only
me too.
time I was on a first level was
So,
when we were in the fifth.
right
Right.
here is the exit door for the lobby. Like, no one goes in this way, but like a lot of people, because like you have to go in on the other side, but a lot of people come out this way. And so there's just randomly going to be guys like coming up here, just like knocking the window, or just like staring at you. It's like you, honestly, if we do it like this, you guys might just see like Steven or something just like walk by, just like look in the window or something.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't think that ever happened to Johnson. I can't speak for the guys' dorm. Guys are you are a different breed.
I mean, there was a whole year where there was a cutout of Chewbacca that kept moving around the guy's dorm.
Oh, I never heard about that.
Only.
Oh yeah.
One hall though, they did Survivor, and I think it was a bunch of seniors because they ended up jumping into the pond. That was part of
the land, not the island, just the land. So you gotta go.
the land.
Yeah, no, there's like a.
That was they did that for Devo.
There's a statue of an M&M or 2 that are going around somewhere. So and the thing is, like, the dome level is much more easier than like a place like Lincoln or Johnson, because there's 3 different domes for the guys, 3 for the girls. So it's like the guys don't now have at least be competitive. So it's like Will Willie and their like boatmen are strong. Like everyone hates them.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
What?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, cause it was just the guys and the girls, so they're not nearly as big. I realized how big Ozark was. It seemed really small when I was there.
Yeah, I mean, like I think they've gotten bigger a bit. I mean, that may be because like some people came from like Lincoln and stuff.
Yeah,
and other
true.
colleges, but, like they're like
And
500
Kentucky.
maybe 600. Like.
Yeah, that's Johnson. I guess Johnson is big in space, but small in number.
Yeah.
I do think they have a few more people than Ozark does still. Right? Like they got like 800 at least, right?
Oh, that seems way too high.
Well, how many like there's like a guy's home, girls home. How many like hallways are there? How many
There's
floors?
3 on each floor, and there's three floors.
So 9 halls.
Okay. But yeah, there's 3 of each dome here. They got
10
2 floors
each?
each, so.
And then
Okay,
you have,
the one was 2012. What the heck? In 2012, it was 845. But that's
Johnson?
total enroll. That's Johnson University, but that's total enrollment. So that's including people online. It may even be including people on Florida campus. I'm not sure. And that was in 2012.
Yeah.
So,
I did texturing.
Wait,
nice.
I want to say there was at least 600 people there on campus.
Yeah. There's a total undergraduate enrollment of 758, but again, that includes online people.
Hmm.
So how many does Ozark have? Joel?
Let's see. According to this website, fall 2021, it had 559.
Okay.
So how many say Johnson?
Johnson is somewhere in the 700s, more than likely.
Okay. Because I know they've been talking about how it's been going up recently.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's because of
This
all the
one
other
says
Christian colleges that
942.
closed.
yeah.
It's so
I mean,
wrong.
I had like a friend who was in my Greek
Oh,
classes
it's
and
gotcha.
stuff, and like he's this big guy. I think he was he was a
This
senior
one
of the year,
says
like
658.
closed. But like he came from like Cincinnati, which had closed.
Oh.
And then he
Did
came
you go to
Lincoln,
Cincinnati and then you went to Lincoln?
Yeah, and he's like, okay, guys, I think I might be cussed. But
Okay.
like, I mean, he graduated, so it's like, okay, guys, like he's not being cussed anywhere else, I guess. But
It's interesting. For the women and men at Johnson, according to this website, it's almost even. There's more women undergraduate, but there's more men in graduate.
Interesting.
Oh, this! I hate this. This is racist. It says by ethnicity, there's 742 white, 71 black, and 6 Asian students.
Dang.
Okay, I know that's wrong because there's way more Asian students than because we literally have transfers from China.
Yeah, that can't be right.
What year was that?
I don't freaking know.
Because
I think this is supposed to be like now.
Because I know with COVID, a
There's
lot of
3
Asian
students older than
coming back
65.
over. I know.
What?
Because of COVID, a few Asian countries weren't allowing people to leave, so that might be true for Asian students, because they're still trying to open that up.
I mean, it makes sense to an extent, but if they're not letting people come out, that also means letting people in. But I guess they didn't. They may not have stayed there after the 1 year. I don't know, but still. Anyways,
there was hardly any Asian students that I saw our senior year.
that is true. That is true.
And there were hardly any that I saw while I was student teaching.
I did notice that. So they were usually, I think they were usually housed in the same area we were, so I was surprised I didn't see any of them.
And sometimes they would catch rides with other people, because remember those two that rode with us?
Yeah, Victoria and
whatever her name was.
I forgot what her name was. I feel bad now. I'm friends with both of them on Facebook.
Victoria on Facebook.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything that she posts.
I know. I'm friends with Victoria and again the other girl. I think her name's in like Chinese on Facebook though. So, like, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm friends with like 5 Taiwanese people still that I find hilarious.
Neat.
I was not happy with Sunny or whoever her name was. That was Anya's.
Yeah, that was such a weird situation.
Yeah. Also, it was a weird situation my junior year, because she was supposed to be gone by the time I came back.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to have
That
the
was
roof on it.
you.
I wasn't going to get charged with it.
Yeah. And then you still shared it. That's who it was.
Me keep our room clean, but she hardly did any of that.
That's
And she left our room completely trashed when I went to go get the rest of my stuff after our year had ended.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was really weird. That was the weird part. I didn't realize you. Anyways. Shopping. Anyone else want to do shopping?
Well, I bought everything I wanted.
So wherever I need to go, I'll just sell it for however much because I got plenty of money.
So if you look in D&D stuff, the pins message will bring you to a website. And you can choose what you want. It is if there's an X underneath the urban locale, you can buy it. And the cost is going to be the normal cost, so it's in the first cost column. If you
I
want to
don't
sell
want to buy one. I have one that I need to.
you have something you want to sell? I mean,
Because
there's a
it's
whole.
been in my inventory for like ever.
Okay, what do you want to sell?
My signet ring.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about like your wedding ring for a moment.
No.
Can you imagine?
I found a signet ring a while back during the first campaign.
Good to know. It's not your actual ring.
Inventory.
No, I left that at home when I left to search for my dumb husband.
Ouch.
You have a Peridot. You don't want to sell that?
Yeah, we'll sell that too.
Dale Jack's heck. Silver signet ring. Okay. So you go with Ravio to 7 dwarven guys to sell your silver signet ring, and you get 50 gold for that.
Nice.
Woo-hoo!
Make sure you delete it from your inventory, and make sure
I had 50 gold.
yes, that's the other thing. Sure, you don't want to buy like any armor or bows.
I get a short bow because all I have is a crossbow and I don't really like that all too much.
Okay.
My phone while I was carrying popcorn and pops in my room.
You can get a short bow for 25 or a long bow for 50.
Short bow.
Alrighty, you can go ahead add a short bow to your inventory. It's gonna cost you 25 gold pieces.
Okay. I'll just add 25 to my thingy.
Oh.
Oi. Put that on the side.
You can buy musical instruments.
I don't need a musical instrument. I have money.
Well, how many do you have?
In my inventory?
Yeah.
Oh, and then your Peridot. You can sell your Peridot if you want.
Yes.
I thought you did.
No, Joel sold his. You also have
I have a
pearl.
lyre. That's all I need.
Okay, if you have
Sell
any
your
spare instruments,
pearl.
I would love to just play them and try to like sing religious songs about Jeff.
So the pearl you can sell for 100 gold, and the Peridot you can sell for 15.
I have a pearl?
Apparently. You're looking in your
Hold on.
inventory?
Let me add a short bow real quick.
Okay. You also have Mercury for some reason. What the heck?
I have like a weird collection of stuff.
Dragon Bile. I remember that. Oh my gosh. You got a chalice? Bacon. Oh my gosh. You have alchemist supplies as well. You might want to use that. Potion of Smarts? Was that from Anthony?
That was from Anthony. If I take that, I get when drink it gives you the user
gosh.
1d6 intelligence points lasts for 1 hour.
Oh, is that the same time I got the Mario mushroom?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I don't think I realized he gave you like actual items. Oh goodness.
It barely did anything for me, because like I don't remember whenever I used it or whatever, it was like, yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I lost it as soon as I got hit, but it was pretty cool.
Or Nightshade.
What about Nightshade?
I don't remember when I got Nightshade. I do have a pearl.
Yeah.
I also have perfume.
Yes, you do. You are if you cannot sell the Nightshade anywhere. No one seems to take that though.
All right.
So you're gonna have to hold on to that for a little bit.
Delete.
I mean, you could always Probably up your armor class too. You got a magic spot.
Let's sell the pearl. The pearl goes for 100 gold pieces, right?
Yes.
So selling the pearl. I'm also selling the peridot for 15. So I need to add 115 gold to my stuff. And let me get on the D&D stuff on Discord on my computer real quick.
Okay.
That way I can look at the armor.
So that I don't have to keep the rest of you waiting, I will tell you what happens after you're all finished shopping.
Yep, I'm all done.
Yeah. So Lucy's still shopping, but like we're gonna skip ahead and then skip back kind of thing. As you guys all gather back together in town square, still in your disguises, the steady sound of beating drums reaches your ears, and Lucy recognizes it as the song she used to play with her husband. It was the finale whenever they performed together. It was the love song he wrote. And you hear that echoing throughout the distance. And that is where we end tonight's session.
Okay.
Of course. Brilliant. Of course, it's two magicians. I mean, not magicians. Musicians. You know what I mean?
But y'all are free to stay on the call if you want, but that is. So, with Florence, the redhead.
Oh, God.
My original plan was for you guys to come across, and, like, if you helped her, she'd be willing to, like, hear out what you had to say. So if, like, for instance, if Robbie had gone in and, like, been like, here, have some healing potions or something, and, like, helped her out, she would have been, like, willing to hear what you guys wanted to say about, like, you noticed you had a necklace.
I'll be honest, probably would have done something like that, except I wasn't sure what was happening because I missed the last session, and so I was like, I'm not sure what this tent is, but like everyone's acting sneaky about it. I guess it's like something we were sneaking in for some reason. I didn't hear what we were going for.
Yes. I'm sorry. Feel free to ask questions whenever you're confused. If that ever, because sometimes I get confused myself and I forget where we were. So,
like, you just think, Aries can just do fire. She can, like, get rid of, like, infections with, like, flesh and junk. Like, you know, I could just incinerate the wound. That way, you know, it doesn't bleed anymore.
Yeah, but that's not always gonna be the best.
But it's gonna stop the bleeding.
That's not how like normally treat wounds.
Fire.
Especially he has magic. He has magic to heal the wound.
You also gotta know how to cauterize, otherwise you just do more damage.
Yeah.
Fair point.
She also, before that happened, thought you were mentally ill. Because
fair point.
You had no idea what she was talking about, but yet somehow you found the tent and you were talking about how my friends and there was no one behind you. And your persuasion roll, you seemed to really believe what you were saying. If you had rolled low, she would have just thought you were lying.
Oh.
Would have thought you were a spy. But since you rolled high enough, she's like, I believe that you believe what you're, which is why I think you're sick. Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and then if you had promised to help her stop the war when you found out about it, she would have just given you the flower.
Fair point.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You didn't know that.
Yay.
We might have assumed it, but yeah.
Okay, Is there an adventuring supplies place? I don't remember seeing that.
Adventuring supplies? that one? Oh, I didn't realize it was a place. Yeah, there definitely is.
There definitely is. Because I
Yeah.
want to get hide armor from them.
Hide armor? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the wrong spot, I just realized. Okay. That'll be 10 gold pieces. I also forgot to mention that Florence had a scar across her right eye.
Yeah, that was not mentioned at all.
Nope. I realized that, like, after she was crumpled to the floor, and I was like, I forgot to mention that detail.
Oof.
Is that
Not that-
important?
Not exactly, but
It gives an interesting story.
yeah.
I'm probably gonna head on
But yeah,
off.
if we end up running into it
Okay.
again, we can claim mostly ignorance, and just claim Aries is crazy. So
Still
That is
believe
true.
that. Still
yeah,
believe that.
so yeah.
That is
So
sadly
I'll
true.
be good, and like the resistance won't hate us or anything. So
It's so I can't tell you yet, but
so,
something
what
is
kind of
just
food?
hilarious to me.
Hmm.
My elf ears are dancing together. It's a really weird statement to say.
Now, are these the elf ears that I gave you, or the
Yes.
ones you bought?
Yeah, these are the ones you gave me.
Nice.
I do not want to stay in my ears, and I don't know if I just didn't put them on right or what.
No. You just gotta finesse with them a little bit.
The glasses definitely don't help. That's for sure.
Hmm.
What I found is that if I put them on first and then put the glasses on, that they stick better.
Yeah, I figured. I just didn't want to do that at the moment.
Alright. Bye.
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 Was there anything else you wanted to get?
No, that was it.
Okay. Alright.
Did you like my response to your
I got my
Yes.
your DM?
Yes, which is why it was quickly incorporated into the story.
I decided to make Lucy like me. I can't play the drums to save my life. So
Of course, of all the things you had to choose, you had to choose drums, though, because... Yeesh.
I mean, historically, drums were used a lot in wars.
Yeah.
That's
but
true.
It wanted to make it more meaningful, but it doesn't sound as meaningful if it's just the beating of the drums. But...
Hey, I could have said timpani, but I said drums, so I left it up to interpretation.
Okay. Nice shirt, Joel.
Thanks. I thought about like posting on Twitter every time like this thing happens.
Uh-huh.
But I figured, like, what I could just skip that step. Like, I don't need a butcher signal or anything. If I just like wear the shirt, then everyone will know that I'm a good person.
Yes.
So, yeah, very convenient.
I found this thing that I think you would love. Copy image.
Artemis.
Face. There you go, Joel. Mackenzie shared it.
Oh wow. I've seen
Oh,
that
I
picture
sent that
before, but
TikTok
never.
of D&D stuff, by the way.
Somebody commented and it's just so stupid. Oh no, my computer is frozen. I'm frozen. I'm dead. Oh no. Oh no, I will perish in eternal flame.
Don't die.
You hear me?
What's that?
Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I didn't hear that. I just said I heard something about die in a perished eternal flame, and I'm like, hey, don't do that. You know?
Oh, I said, oh no, my computer's frozen, Discord's frozen, I'm frozen.
Oh, now she's gone. Well, everything did freeze, I guess.
Some crazy stuff happened near me this past week.
What's that?
Something went down in the town that I teach in. I don't know the details of it, but evidently somebody who got released from jail decided it was a good idea to grab a gun and start shooting up an apartment place. Thankfully, all majority of the people got to get out of the apartment. I've heard that he had a bomb strapped to him. He was shooting off like 300 rounds. I don't know what was going on, but a lot of the students some of the students that I teach live near there, so it was a scary experience for them.
Understandably.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today was all about trying to get school back to normal, to be in a regular place where they can feel safe and all that other stuff.
Hello?
Hello!
After you finished talking about freezing, you disappeared. So.
Yeah, my computer decided it'd be a great time to restart. I said, my Discord froze, my computer froze, I froze, I'm going to die. I'm going to die in eternal flames forever. And then Joel said, don't die, and I realized you could hear me. And then I went on to explain that and realized you couldn't hear me. And I was like, great, that's stupid. I'm talking to myself. So that's fun. That was an experience. Oh, and I yelled at my computer, I was like, why did you do that? You were at full battery. Why? So that was the whole thing. Yeah.
It builds strength of character.
My character or the computers? That's the real question. I was gonna do some more phone. I was gonna make sure that. Usually I get an email by today saying, "Hey, your appointment's on Monday." I haven't gotten that yet, and now I'm like double crossing myself. Not double crossing. I'm double guessing myself as to whether I have one on Monday or not.
Oh wow!
Second guessing?
Yeah, second guessing. I'm second guessing myself. But I requested off for that time, so I'm pretty sure this works. Okay. Oh, that was the wrong enter. Enter. There we go. Okay. Life is fun. You guys should all join the
episode.
What?
Sorry, I'm reading an article about something that happened to me recently, or near me recently.
How fun!
I told Michael and Joel already about it.
Michael?
Or not Michael, Matthew.
I was like, Michael? Who's Michael? It's everyone always gets me mixed up with Michael. I don't know what it is.
No, if anything, I expect you to call him Max because.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. You glitched out on my end.
Oh, you were just saying because that's my username.
Oh.
Max. But yeah, we can't hear you, Cassie.
Oh, I stopped talking.
Oh, now we can. Cool.
Okay.
Wednesday night, a whole bunch of police officers went to an apartment building in the town that I teach. And there was this 70-year-old veteran who got a hold of a high-power rifle and shot off hundreds of rounds spraying it. And it took 10.5 hours for the police to successfully apprehend him, but he later died in an ambulance from injuries sustained in the standoff.
Huh.
Hmm.
Interesting.
But yeah. I'm thinking about with my tax money, since I already have a Switch, getting a new Mac computer.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, no. I'm thinking of getting a new Mac when I can. I just have everything else we gotta pay off there. So
Too
It's either
true.
I'm either gonna get a new Mac or a new iPad.
like a few years ago, I got a new iPad because I was like, hey, there's this cool feature where you can set up the iPad and it can work as a second screen to your Mac. I'm like, that's really cool. I want to do that. And I got the new iPad, and then I found out that it was my Mac that was too old to do that. So, the Mac was like a year too old to
Oh yeah.
use that feature. So, yeah, but
I'm gonna text my brother real quick. Hold on.
Well, I'll head out. I'll see you guys.
Bye.
see you,
Bye.
Matthew.
Bye.